Pittman or Waddle? Pittman. Jamal Williams or Hunter Renfrow? Jamal Williams. Cooks or McLaurin? McLaurin. Aiyuk or Devontae Smith? Aiyuk. Cordell or Elijah Mitchell? Cordell. I have Stafford and OBJ. Would you play Sony Michel over Saquon? I would, yes. Parker Moore? Parker. I would go Parker. I need to update that, actually. I need to update Tony Parker. Or Tony Parker. I need to put Devontae Parker in here. Were they playing again? Devontae Parker, Giants. New York Giants. Yo, what's up, people? Freeman or Boston Scott? I would go Boston Scott. Is Taysom Hill playing? Taysom Hill already played. Jerry Jeudy or Devontae Smith with Minshew playing? I'm going with Jerry Jeudy today. Yeah. Jamal Williams or Waddle? Jamal Williams. I traded Monty for Swift because Dan Campbell said he'll be back next week or two. That's solid. Yo, what's up? What up, Ryan? Is Alexander Mattison a good play this week? Yo, Alexander Mattison is like a must play this week. You got to be playing him or else you have, like for me this week, where's he ranked? Inside the top 5 at the running back position. Yeah, he's 4. He's RB4 for me this week. Start Hopkins or Miles Sanders? I would go with Hopkins today. Pick 3, we got Javonte Williams, Elijah Mitchell, Saquon, Montgomery. So I would sit Montgomery there. And we got Rob with the $2 donation. Yo, appreciate you, Rob. We got Jamal Williams, Javonte Williams, Sony Michel. Ooh, only one? Oh, man. It's going to be, where do I have Javonte now? It's going to be Javonte Williams, honestly. I have him 2 spots ahead of Sony Michel. And Sony Michel would be the next guy. Who was the other one? Jamal Williams. So it would go, for me, Javonte, Sony, then Jamal Williams is what I would do. And appreciate the $2 donation. What's up, man? With Hurts maybe being out and Scott banged up, would you go Miles Sanders over Pittman in full point PPR? No, I'd still go with Pittman because I really like the matchup for Pittman. So I still like Pittman. The only like sort of hesitation I have with Miles Sanders is just last week. Like he tweaked his ankle. He's dealing with it's been how many weeks now? Like 4 or 5 weeks now with this ankle injury. So again, that like he plays at a position that's incredibly brutal in terms of injuries. So my only hesitation with him is what if he tweaks the ankle again and he ends up not playing, a full amount of snaps once again. That's why like I'm not as high as I would love to be on Miles Sanders this week for that reason. So what are your thoughts on the game tomorrow? Just for me, like definitely the kickers. I want no part of the kickers for tomorrow. I would not be playing any of your kickers in tomorrow night game. No, I'm not playing any of them. I still would play Josh Allen, but like in your skills position guys, but definitely not the kickers. Henderson is out. Yeah, I don't think Henderson is out. Should I make some scrambled eggs with turkey bacon? Absolutely. Ford, Ertz, Devontae Parker, Claypool, pick 2. I would go with Devontae Parker and Ertz there, Ryan. All right. And real quick, I want to say this before. I want to actually type this out. Questions answered 100% of the time. Sign up to be a member. All right. I'm pin that message. All right. So real quick, If you haven't already, do me a big favor, hit that like button, subscribe to the channel if you're over on YouTube. If you're over on TikTok, come on over to YouTube. All you got to do is click on my profile, go to my link tree. My link tree will take you over to my YouTube channel. So if you're over on TikTok, come on over to YouTube, get your questions answered. All right, let's get back to it. What's the weather like for the Chicago game? Because I heard, yeah, it's like 20-mile-an-hour winds. I think that everybody will be fine in that game. That game's not like tomorrow night is supposed to be like 30-mile-an-hour winds with 50-mile-an-hour gusts. Like I don't feel good about a whole lot of players in that game, to be completely honest with you. You think Aaron Jones going to keep putting up these low numbers? I mean, this past week it was just because he's hurt. No, I don't think so. I think he'll be okay. Thielen, Aiyuk, if I'm already starting Madison, I'm still going with Thielen. Starting Madison doesn't matter. Pick 2, Waddle, Jamal, Sony Michel. Sony Michel, and I would go with I'm going with Jamal. Terry or Patterson? Patterson. Darnell Mooney versus OBJ. OBJ. Alexander Mattison or James Conner? Alexander Mattison. Javonte, pick 3. We got Javonte, Eckler, Madison, Montgomery. I would sit Montgomery. Russ or Carr? Carr. Sony or Robinson? James Robinson, I would go Sony. Standard scoring, we got D-Hop, Boston Scott. D-Hop. Alexander Madison or James Conner? I would go with Alexander Madison. Ertz or Andrews? Andrews. Do I start Saquon? Depends on who else you have. Ty Johnson or Rex Burkhead? David Johnson's not expected to play today, so fire up Rex Burkhead, baby. Yeah, fire him up. He's going to get like 20 touches for about 40 yards today. It's going to be a thing of beauty. Hopefully he falls into the end zone, but hey, you need somebody to play this week. Rex Burkhead, he was only like 8% rostered heading into this week. I don't know what it is now. It's definitely higher. But if you're looking for somebody to just throw in there that's going to see a good amount of work, Rex Burkhead is your guy this week. Rex Burkhead is your guy. Tyler, I'd like to apologize. I believe I treated Big Ben too harshly. I watched that video with him and Pouncey on the bench, and I felt bad. Oh, it's all good. Everybody hates Big Ben. Everybody says Big Ben should retire, but I mean, should he retire? Yes. He should have retired to save himself from this because this team is unsavable. Until they win today. Let's go, Steelers. Let's go, baby. Big Ben announced, well, although it was really weird because he didn't actually announce that he's going to retire. He just said he's not going to be the quarterback for the Pittsburgh Steelers. So does that mean he still wants to play? Because if that's the case, he should think about like retiring. Like just retire. Yeah. Come on, my guy. Just retire. Just retire. But Steelers by 100 today. Maybe he's saying this to get this team going. That's my hope. Okay. Really glad I went with my gut and put Rodgers in over Cam last week. Same here. Good call. Burkhead over Coleman, full point PPR. I'm laughing because I have to ask that. Yeah, that's rough. I'm gonna go with Coleman. I'm gonna go with Coleman there. Coleman saw good work last week as well. He saw 18 touches, so yeah. Bro, the thing about how he told his teammates privately he won't play is stupid because if it's privately, the media wouldn't know. Yeah, like, he probably told people in confidence and they just told people, word got around. Higbee or Goddard? I would go with Goddard. Ertz or Pitts? Pitts. Mooney or Montgomery? Montgomery. CEH, Boston Scott, Tevin Coleman, Damian Harris. I would go with CEH and honestly, I'm going to go with Boston Scott. I think that this team is going to run the ball a ton today. AP is starting today. Yeah, they said he's expected to see majority of the work as well. Steelers are a poverty franchise compared to the football team. Yeah, right. Full point PPR, Pitts or Ertz? I would go with Pitts. Thielen, Terry, Aiyuk, Higgins. Pick 2. I would go with Aiyuk and Thielen. Mitchell or Elijah Moore? Oh, Sony Michel. Sony Michel over Elijah Moore, absolutely. So many people are saying that Mike Williams, play Mike Williams and sit Montgomery on TikTok. Are they? I have no idea. I don't watch anybody on TikTok, to be honest with you. Waddle or Jamal Williams? Full point PPR, Waddle. Or no, I'm going with Jamal Williams. Elijah Mitchell or James Conner in PPR? I'm going James Conner, baby. There's no Akeem Nicks. Akeem, is it Akeem Nicks or Hicks? I always mess up his last name. I can't remember if it's Akeem Hicks or Nick. Akeem Hicks. It's Akeem Hicks. No Hakeem Nicks today. Jeez, I already forgot. Did I just say Hicks or Nicks? My gosh, I can't remember. If you're over on TikTok, come on over to YouTube, get your questions answered. All you got to do is click on my profile, go to my link tree. My link tree will take over to my YouTube channel. So come on over, get your questions answered. Once again, all you got to do is click on my profile, go to my link tree, come over to my YouTube channel. Let's get it. Fant or Higgins? I would go with Higgins. Higgins. Hicks. It's okay. Akeem Hicks. Akeem Hicks. All right, so he's out today. And that's a big blow for the Bears defense. I mean, you already have Khalil Mack out. Now you have him out. And usually when he's out, teams are able to run the ball pretty well on the Chicago Bears. So I really like James Conner today. And it's also like 20-mile-an-hour winds, like 18, 20-mile-an-hour winds. So I believe these teams are going to try to put a little bit more of an emphasis on running the football. So James Conner, easy RB1. Easy RB1. For the second straight time this year, I'm confidently starting Gibson, expecting to score more than 25 points. All right, don't be sad when he doesn't score 25 points. Jacobs or Miles Sanders? I would go with, dang it, I got to look at this. Where's my running back rankings? I just updated them. I'm still going with Josh Jacobs. I want to trust Miles Sanders so bad, though. You like Montgomery today? I mean, I think he's okay. Like he's more of a like mid RB2 for me. It's not like he's a must start, but this is the time of the year where you don't get cute. Okay, you don't start Rex Burkhead over, David Montgomery. Like this is the time of the year you get cute. You start your studs. Your studs are the reason why you got here. Your studs are the reason why you drafted them high. Now, obviously, if you have, somebody who absolutely sucked, you don't start him. But Dave Montgomery's been solid this year. You start him. He's a mid RB2, so if you have better options, like honestly, Sony Michel, I would be starting him today over him. He's my flex, yeah. Javonte Williams or Jamal? I'm going Javonte. I love Javonte Williams today. How are we handling J-Rob? I moved J-Rob down my rankings quite a bit, honestly. J-Rob for me is more in the RB20 range. I have him RB21. He's actually behind Miles Sanders today. I don't feel great about J-Rob today, to be completely honest with you. It's a tougher matchup, and he's quite banged up, they said, so yeah. Washington running attack got better. They added a good fullback to open up lanes for home run plays. We'll see, MP. We'll see. No, he'll be good today. I like him. Thoughts on Burkhead today? Yo, volume play. If you need volume, if you need somebody in there, if you're in a situation where you need to play somebody, you want to play people that are seeing work, and he's seeing good work right now. So, he could have 5 points, but he's probably going to see 20 plus touches today. So, you play that if you need it. CEH or Freeman, I would go CEH. Mooney or Renfro? Mooney or Judy? Mooney. Actually, Mooney or yeah, I'm going with Renfro there. Mooney or what was the other one? Jerry Judy, Mooney. J-Rob or Montgomery? I have Montgomery higher. I would love to play J-Rob, but with him so banged up right now and a tougher matchup, I'm just gonna play Montgomery. Elijah Mitchell or Saquon? Elijah Mitchell. Kyler or Dak? Kyler. Renfro or Devontae Parker? Renfro. I do like Devontae Parker this week. Waddle, DK, Montgomery for flex. Honestly, I'm going Waddle. Do I start Courtland Sutton? If not, who should I pick up? I mean, I have no idea who's available. I don't feel great about starting Sutton, but it depends on who's available. Pittman or Aiyuk? Pittman. Good waiver pickups that can boom. I mean, every league is just so different. It depends on who's available, but I mean, I don't want to say can boom, but like I already said, Rex Burkhead, I mean, he's a guy that's gonna have a lot of opportunity today. I do think that Boston Scott, he's been sick, but I think he's okay. I think Boston Scott's gonna have a solid week, even though, you know, Miles Sanders. I think this team is gonna really run the ball. It's gonna be kind of what they were prior to, like, basically like just last week, really. They're super run heavy. I think they're gonna be the same, where you could see the running backs have 40 plus carries in this game. And who else could boom? I think Deshaun Jackson once again could boom. I mean, that's what you get with Deshaun Jackson. Boom or bust, and I think he could be a boom again today in a really solid matchup. Good morning, champ. Yo, what's up, Steven? How you doing? Odell or Jerry Jeudy? Odell. Logan Thomas, Gesicki, Knox, or Goddard? Knox. 3 out of 4. So basically, who am I sitting? Boy. Full point PPR, I'm sitting Elijah Mitchell, unfortunately. Who is that? Jaden, sit Elijah Mitchell. Just because it's full point, I'd rather play Cordell over him in full point. Flex, we got Gibson, Waddle, or Mitchell. I would go Gibson. Hopkins or Hollywood? Hopkins. Devontae Smith, Freeman, or Claypool? Devontae Smith. Aiyuk or Hollywood? Hollywood. Damian Harris or Raiders backup tight end for flex? Honestly, I would go Foster Moreau. Damian Harris or Coleman? Actually, I have Tevin Coleman higher. No, I'm gonna change that. I'm gonna go with Damian Harris because once again, I don't think that these teams are gonna run the ball or are gonna be very effective tomorrow night. At least what the weather shows right now. Okay, the weather looks absolutely horrible for tomorrow night. All right. So with that, I think these teams are going to put a bigger emphasis on running the football. The only thing is that Buffalo's been really stingy against the run this year, and Ramondre Stevenson has been more involved in this offense over the past 2 weeks now. Thoughts on Patterson today? I think he's going to be solid. I wouldn't be playing him for a running back today. More, I think he's going to be involved as a wide receiver today. You confident in Najee today? Yeah, I wouldn't say confident, but I mean, there's no way I'm not playing Najee. I'm definitely playing Najee. How you feeling about Devontae Smith if Minshew starts? Minshew, I don't think is honestly that much different than Jalen Hurts in terms of the passing ability. I really don't think it's a huge difference, so I don't think it's that bad, to be honest with you. The only thing I think this team really runs the ball a lot, though. I think they really try to run the ball. But I do think that if there's a guy that I would want to play, it'd be Devontae Smith. Where do you rank Najee? He's inside my top 10. He's at 6. No, he's going to be at 7 now. I'm putting Antonio Gibson now that McKissick's officially out. In my keeper league, I was offered Elijah Mitchell and Mooney for Jamar Chase. Is this like a league that you keep them 1 year, or like kind of a dynasty? Freeman or Sony Michel at running back? Sony Michel. Devontae Smith or Montgomery? I would go with Montgomery. Thielen or JWF Fleck? Who's JW? Can't think of who JW is. Who's JW, chat? 1 year? I mean, I would probably do that, Michael. Yeah, I would do that. Nico Martin with the $2.79 donation. Yo, appreciate you. We got, GW is probably Javonte or Jamal Williams, I'm assuming. Jamal Williams or Miles Sanders? I would go with Jamal Williams. Jamal Williams. And appreciate the donation as well. And real quick, if you haven't already, do me a big favor. If you're over on YouTube, hit that like button, subscribe to the channel. Really appreciate it. And if you're over on TikTok, come on over to YouTube, get your questions answered. All you got to do is click on my profile, go to my link tree. My link tree will take you over to my YouTube channel. So profile, Linktree, YouTube channel. Come on over, get your questions answered. And if you're over on YouTube right now and you want your questions answered 100% of the time, exclamation point membership. We'll take you to the screen. It'll pop up a link. You click on the link to sign up to be a member. It's as low as $2.99, but you get your questions answered 100% of the time instead of having to ask it over and over again. Javonte Williams. I would go with Javonte Williams. Yeah. I love Javonte today with no Melvin Gordon, although I don't know if Melvin Gordon's officially out. Is he officially out? I don't know if he's officially out. I think he's listed as doubtful. And we got Sean becoming a member. Yo, Sean becoming a member, gets his questions answered 100% of the time. Look at that. Signs up to be a member, asks his question. Josh Jacobs or Sony Michel, answer it right away. Sony Michel. Love Sony Michel today with no Darrell Henderson. I've been saying this since Tuesday that I don't think Darrell Henderson's going to be playing this week. Yo, appreciate you. W's in chat for Sean. Renford, D-Hop today. I would go D-Hop. Who is that? Michael? Yeah, Michael. I would go D-Hop. Is Javonte the most likely to boom between him, Sony, and CEH? I would say yes. Him or Sony. I feel the best about him. Watch it be CEH. But I love Sony today with no Darrell Henderson as well. Good quarterback waiver wire pickups. Once again, just depends kind of who's there, but like Carr, Taylor Heineke, Tua, those are guys that hopefully they're there. Tyrod. Where am I ranking the Chargers wide receivers today? Specifically, I have Keenan Allen like top 10. He's 10. Keenan Allen is. Gordon is listed as doubtful. MG3 is officially out. Officially out now? Yeah, I didn't think he was going to play either. Odell or Mike Williams, I would go with Odell. Minshew or Russ? Russ. Thielen or Javonte Williams? Javonte Williams. Herbert or Murray? Murray. Mike Williams or Devontae Parker? Honestly, I'm going Devontae Parker. Miles Sanders or Renfro? If it's PPR, I would go with Renfro, otherwise Miles Sanders. Do you think Henderson will play? No, I do not. I don't think Henderson's going to play today. Van Jefferson or Devontae Parker? Devontae Parker. Goddard, Gesicki. You know, it's funny because right before I got on live, you know, this what cracks me up sometimes about. I gotta say this because it was just funny. Right before I got on here, somebody commented on my waiver wire video this past week, which, you know, was days ago. And they're like, he's like, how is Javonte Williams not one of the top pickups this week when Melvin Gordon's going to be out? And I responded, I was like, dude, your league isn't even real if Javonte Williams is available. Like, how would Javonte Williams be available in your league? Come on now. To comment on the video and say, you know, how is Javonte Williams not a top waiver wire pickup? Oh my gosh. Mike Williams or Devontae Parker? Devontae Parker. Is Hopkins limited? Do I start him over Hollywood? I would go Hollywood, Steven. Odell or D-Hop? I believe I have Odell higher. Let me double check. Where do I have D-Hop? D-Hop. No, I have, but I am going to change this. I'm going with Odell. These eggs slapped. That's good. Mike Williams or Elijah Moore? I would go with Mike Williams. Jamar Diggs? I'm going with Jamar. Hawkinson or Logan Thomas? Hawkinson. Devontae or Mooney or Henderson? I'm going with Mooney there. Montgomery or CEH? CEH. Jamar or Diggs? Jamar. Monty or CEH? CEH. Jerry Jeudy or Devontae Smith with Minshew starting? Jerry Jeudy. Pick one. We got Myers, Galladay, Devontae Smith. I guess I've never been a Minshew believer. I would still go Devontae Smith. But if there's somebody, if you don't want to go Devontae Smith, Golladay would be my next person that I would pick. So I would go Devontae Smith, and then if you don't want to go him, Golladay would be next. Monty or CEH, Hawkinson, or one of the Patriots running backs for flex. I would go with Hawkinson there. You like Mark Andrews? I do like Mark Andrews. He's top 4 tight end for me this week. Hawkinson, no, I already got that one. Jamar Diggs, Monte Smith or Montgomery. Hawkinson or Logan Thomas, Hawkinson. Is OBJ going to play today? Yeah, he's going to play. They said he's expected to play. Higbee or Gesicki? Gesicki. Boston Scott or Singletary? Boston Scott. Kyler or Burrow? Kyler. Parker or Cooks? Cooks. I got to double check what I got going on today. Jalen Hurts killing me. Jalen. My team's falling apart at the seams. Oh. Let's see this league. How's my team doing over here? Got to start Taylor Heineke because, damn you, Jalen. No, this is, what the hell? Why didn't it go to the other team? Henderson, yeah, not starting him. James Conner, Madison, yeah. All right, this team's looking solid. Higbee or Gesicki. And real quick, if you haven't already, do me a big favor. Hit that like, subscribe to the channel if you're over on YouTube. If you're over on TikTok, come on over to YouTube, get your questions answered. All you got to do is click on my profile, go to my link tree. My link tree will take you over to my YouTube channel. So profile, link tree, YouTube channel. Come on over, get your questions answered. Javonte or Sony? Javonte. Hawkinson or Ertz? I would go with Hawkinson. Josh Allen or Wentz? Honestly, you know, I'm going to go Carson Wentz. I really like Carson Wentz today. Listen, tomorrow it's supposed to be 30-mile-an-hour winds with 50-mile-an-hour gusts. You know, could Josh Allen go out there and ball out? He could. But if I have somebody like Carson Wentz, who I feel really good about today, I'm going to go with Carson Wentz, to be completely honest. Maybe that sounds crazy, but I don't think it's that crazy with the weather tomorrow. Starting Madison and Jefferson today, good call or bad call? No, that's fine. If you're starting 2 players from the same team, that's completely fine. Don't worry about it. Especially those 2. They're both going to be really solid. Tyler, here's who I'm playing today. Stafford, Barkley, J-Rob, Cup, Aiyuk, Myers, Kelsey, Ramsey, and Tuckers versus me, Allen, Eckler, Najee, Keenan, Justin Jefferson, Monty. Who you got? I would say you. I like your team better today. Elijah Mitchell, Sony Michel, or Mike Evans for flex. I would go with no, I'm going with Sony Michel. Pick one. We got Christian Kirk, Elijah Moore, Tevin Coleman. I'm gonna go with Tevin Coleman. Andrews or Goddard? Andrews. Higbee or Ertz? Ertz. Sony Michel or Javonte Williams or Jamal Williams? That's Sony Michel or Jamal Williams. I would go with Sony Michel. CH or OBJ? CH. Jerry Jeudy or Van Jefferson? Jerry Jeudy. Aiyuk or Odell? Odell. Pick 2. CH, Jacobs, J-Rob. I would go CH and Jacobs. Hey, Rojo or Stevenson, half-point PPR? I'm going to go with Stevenson. Stafford or Cousins? Stafford. What was the one? Oh, Moore. Myers, Moore. Sony Michel or Jamal Williams? Sony Michel. Hi, Tyler. Yo, what's up, Daisy? Pick one to play. We got Cooks, Jerry Jeudy, and Claypool. Cooks. I would go with Cooks. And real quick, so I want to say this real quick. So some of you are asking questions like Elijah Moore or Jacoby Myers, okay? So like what I would be doing today where like unless you're in a deep league, okay, really deep league, then yeah, I would keep one of them. But whoever you're not starting today, this is the time of the year where you cut these people, okay? Like if you have Jacoby Myers sitting on your bench and you never play him, cut him, okay? Get rid of him. If it looks like you're going to be making the play, regardless, I would still do this. Cut him. The people you want to be picking up today, go pick up Ronald Jones in case anything were to happen to Leonard Fournette. Go pick up Marlon Mack in case anything were to happen to Jonathan Taylor. Go pick up who else would be somebody? Samaje Perine in case anything were to happen to Joe Mixon. Like, you want to have these guys on your bench instead of a guy that you're never going to play, Jacoby Myers. Even if you have Elijah Moore with Zach Wilson has not been as good as Elijah Moore with Joe Flacco. So, like, start getting rid of these guys and picking up the backup running backs. That way you don't have to fight for these guys on waivers. Just a, IQ 100 thing. Actually, IQ 100 isn't that good, isn't it? IQ 1000. Rojo or Stevenson? Stevenson. Lamar or Kirk Cousins? Lamar. Coleman, Burkhead, or J-Rob? We'll go J-Rob. Do you think... Or wait, I missed Steven. Sony Michel or Patterson? Sounds like a dumb question, but I need to have a day. As long as it's PPR, I'm going with Patterson. Coleman, Burkhead, or J-Rob? I already got them. Do you think I could come back from my Thursday night? I have Jefferson, Gibson, Jamal as the people I need to boom on my team. Yeah, I think so. I think those guys should have really solid weeks. Thoughts on Sony Michel? I mean, I think he's a really solid play today. I'd say like a back-end RB1 today. Hey, Tyler. Sony Michel or Scott? Tough because Scott plays at 1. I would go Sony Michel. I don't think that Henderson's going to play today. I really don't think. Even if Henderson plays today, I see him being very limited. If he's going to be a game time decision, there's no way I see him playing, 70% of the team snaps. There's no way. So I would go with Sony Michel. Muth or Goddard? I would go with Muth. Renfro or CH? Goddard, Bateman, or Van Jefferson? Goddard. From Wee Boston. Actually, no, I'm not going Goddard. Man, over those guys. I'm gonna go with Van Jefferson. With Odell a little bit, I don't think Odell's gonna be that banged up though. Man, that's really tough. For me, it's between Goddard and Van Jefferson. I don't want to play Bateman. I'd play either Goddard or Van Jefferson. It's so close between both these guys this week. I'm gonna go with Van Jefferson. Just better offense, more volume there. TJ or Knox? I would go with Knox. Burkhead or Peterson? I would go with Burkhead. I'd like to see Peterson play before I actually play him. Assuming Henderson is out, pick 2. Saquon, Devontae Freeman, or Sony Michel. Saquon and Sony Michel. Freeman or Kendrick Bourne? I would go with Freeman. Gronk or Kittle? Gronk. Should I drop AB even though my team has championship potential and could use him in that spot? No, I wouldn't drop him then. Well, who would you pick up? Like a backup running back or something? Van Jefferson, Hopkins, Claypool, Mooney. Pick 2, please. I would go with Hopkins and Mooney. Is it fine starting Cousins, Madison, Thielen, the defense and kicker? Yeah. I mean, be all in on the... I mean, they should have a really solid day today. Minnesota should. Ertz or Goddard? Ertz. Should I start D-Hop this week with a limited role, or should I put Bateman to run on more? No, I would start D-Hop. Sony Michel or Jacobs? Sony Michel. Michel or Miles Sanders? Michel. Pick 3. Waddle, Terry, Michel, Jamal Williams. Waddle, Michel, Jamal Williams. Sony Michel or Van Jefferson? Sony Michel. D-Hop or Elijah Moore? D-Hop. Hey, real quick, if you haven't already, do me a big favor. Hit that like button. Also, subscribe to the channel. If you're over on TikTok, oh man, it's buffering. Look at my face. It's frozen. Is it still buffering? Looks okay right now. If you're over on TikTok, come on over to YouTube, get your questions answered. All you got to do is click on my profile, go to my link tree. My link tree will take over to my YouTube channel. So, profile, link tree, YouTube channel. Come on over, get your questions answered. Sony or Monty? Sony. Is Henderson playing? I would not count on Henderson playing. I would not play on I wouldn't count on Henderson playing. No. No, it's good. It's good, MP. Okay. Burkhead or Jerry Judy? I would go with Jerry Judy. Sony or Monty? Sony. Who have flex? Aiyuk, Miles Sanders, and Williams? Oh, Mike Williams. And do I start Diggs? So I would go with Aiyuk and Miles Sanders, and I would just start Diggs. Yes, I would fire up Diggs over those guys. Renfro or Mooney? Renfro or Mooney? Mooney. I would go with Mooney. Van, Devontae, or Freeman? Or no, Van, Devontae, or Moore? I would go Devontae. Pick 2, Jamal Williams, Saquon, Miles Sanders. Jamal and Saquon. Waddle or Jamal Williams? I would go with Jamal Williams. Sony or D-Hop? Sony. Miles Sanders or J-Rob? J-Rob. No. I'm going Miles Sanders there. Sony or D-Hop? Sony. Burrow or Wentz? Wentz. I have Wentz. Do I pick up Wentz, Tyrod, or Heineke? Need one to score 20 plus. Can you pull this? Need intense help. So you're gonna trust the consensus over me, MP? I get that. Okay. Heineke. How do you spell his name? Heineke. Tyrod. Wentz. Say Wentz? I mean, I would definitely go Wentz. You can participate in the pool. Okay. 1 vote. All right. Start Mike Evans or Waddle? I would go with Mike Evans. Start Hurts or Wilson? Hurts or Wilson? Well, Hurts is going to be out, so Wilson. It looks like Hurts is going to be out. Arizona or Vikings D? I would go with Arizona's defense. How do you think Kyler is going to do in his first game back? I think he'll be okay. I think he'll be a little rusty. I think that they'll run the ball a little bit more than usual today, but I think he'll be fine. He's a threat to score anytime, like when they get close as well. Start Mike Evans or Waddle? Mike Evans. Josh Jacobs, T. Higgins, or J-Rob? T. Higgins. Or no, I'm sorry. I would go with Josh Jacobs. Jamal Williams or James Robinson? I would go Jamal Williams. O'Shaughnessy or Uzama? O'Shaughnessy. I only have a flex, so Sanders or Aiyuk? I would go with Aiyuk. I'd go Aiyuk. Josh Allen or Derek Carr? I would go with... Oof. Gosh, that's tough. Am I crazy for saying Derek Carr? Sup, dude? Yo, what's up, Carlos? Listen, here's my only reasoning why I would go Derek Carr over Josh Allen, okay? I love Josh Allen. There's nothing against Josh Allen. It's just something against 30-mile-an-hour winds with 50-mile-an-hour gusts. Could he get it done? Sure. But to me, I'd rather take the good weather and a team that throws the football a lot and Derek Carr against a really porous defense this year against the pass and the Washington football team. That's just my opinion. Josh Allen or Tua? I would go Josh Allen there. Like, I'd rather play Derek Carr, who's been pretty solid this season, than Tua, who's kind of like, he's like average. So I would go with Josh Allen there. Do I replace Nick Folk, or will he be fine? I would not be playing Tyler Bass or Nick Folk tomorrow night. There's no way I'm playing either one of those guys in that game. No way. Van Jefferson or Tyler Lockett? Tyler Lockett. Rex or AJ Green? Rex. Kirk or Devontae Smith? Devontae Smith. Goddard or Kittle? Kittle. Pick 3. Javonte Williams, Jamal Williams, Aiyuk, Sony Michel. I would go Javonte Williams, Sony Michel, and Jamal Williams. Mooney or Cooks? Cooks. Higbee or Henry? I would go with Higbee. And Hop, Elijah Moore, or Van Jefferson? D-Hop. Nick Folk or Tyler Bass? Oh, you have to pick one of those guys? If I had to pick one of them, I guess I would go Nick Folk. I wouldn't want either one of them, though. Elijah Moore or Mike Williams? Mike Williams. AJ Green or Parker? Parker. Knock or Hawkinson? Knox. I would go with Hawkinson. Do you think Najee is going to do decent? Yeah, I think he'll be fine. Is Hurts playing? It does not look like Hurts is going to be playing today. No. I don't he hasn't officially been ruled out, but it looks really unlikely. Should I start AP at flex? It depends on who else you have. Nick Folk or Tyler Bass? Nick Folk. Should I start no, I already got that one. AJ Green or Parker? Parker. And real quick, if you haven't already, do me a big favor, hit that like, subscribe button. Really appreciate it. If you're over on TikTok, come on over to YouTube, get your questions answered. All you got to do is click on my profile, go to my link tree. My link tree will take you over to my YouTube channel. So profile, link tree, YouTube channel. Come on over and get your questions answered. Hey, man, what are your thoughts on Jamal Williams or David Montgomery? Thanks. So one of them, I would go with, I'm going with Jamal Williams. It's not as tough as a matchup. Arizona's been pretty solid against the run this year. They've been a really solid defense overall. But I would go with Jamal Williams just because last week, I mean, we saw him heavily involved in that offense, right? And just in a better matchup with him more likely to catch more passes, I would go with Jamal Williams. I do like David Montgomery. It's honestly Jamal Williams one spot ahead of David Montgomery. So it's not a massive difference. So if you want to go David Montgomery, it's also really close. It's close. It's Minshew time. It's Minshew time. I sure hope it's not going to be for the rest of the season. I hope it's still going to be Jalen. I need him for fantasy. I'm selfish. Sony Michel or D-Hop? Sony. Aiyuk, Montgomery, or D. Smith? I would go with Montgomery there. Sony Michel or D-Hop? Sony Michel. Aiyuk or Mooney? Aiyuk. I would go with Aiyuk. Latavius Murray or Darrell Williams? Yes, my league is that deep. I'd go with Darrell Williams. There's no... Jared McKinnon's on IR, so there's no McKinnon, so he'll have a little bit of a larger role without him. Allen or Evans for wide receiver? I would go with Evans. And Kittle for Andrews? I would go with Kittle. And Patty or Allen? I would go with Patty. Aiyuk or Mooney? Aiyuk. Waddle, Metcalf, Mooney. Waddle, Metcalf. Bears, fans, production. Can we trust D-Hop today? Trust? Okay, I will say this. I'd never like to say I trust a fantasy player unless it's like a Jonathan Taylor, like a top 5 option. But in terms of his health, I do think that you can feel okay about playing him today. I think he's a top 20 wide receiver today. Devontae Parker or Beasley? I'm going Devontae Parker. CEH or Miles Sanders? CEH. Hawkinson or Raiders tight end? I would go with Hawkinson. Yo, Tyler, I need your opinion. I said that Keenan Allen is better than Deontay Johnson. The other guy said Deontay Johnson's better. Like, are you talking about real life football or fantasy? I mean, real life football, I'd say probably Keenan Allen. But I do think that Deontay Johnson has so much potential. I think that if he didn't have Big Ben right now, I think he'd be amazing. Jamal Williams or OBJ? I mean, I think he's amazing already. He gets targeted a lot, so that's good. Jamal Williams over OBJ or Terry? I would, just because a big workload there for him. What's up, man? Higbee or Ertz? Ertz. I would say, yeah, Angels member for 2 months. Yo, Thank you, Angel. How's it going, bro? I'm good. How you doing, Angel? And also with the $1 donation. Yo, that's what's up, man. Thank you. Thank you for both. I mean, listen, I think that for fantasy, I'd rather have Deontay Johnson just because he sees, 13 targets a game. The dude's absolutely peppered with targets. So I'd rather have him in fantasy, but in real life football, I would say probably Keenan. Like they play two different positions. I mean, I know that they both play wide receiver, but you have Keenan Allen, who's a slot guy, where Deontay plays on the outside. So it's like two completely different positions in a position in itself. So, I would say that like who's better? I mean, I would probably say Keenan Allen, but I don't think that Keenan Allen could line up on the outside like Deontay can and beat press coverage like Deontay can. So, I mean, they're two completely different positions. Pitts or Goddard? I would go with Pitts. Now I got some wings for later with some pizza. Ooh, that sounds delicious. Keenan Allen is criminally underrated. Can we agree on that? Yeah, I would say. I think a lot of people think he's good though. I think if you said who's one of the best slot receivers in the NFL, majority of the people will say Keenan Allen. I think talk about somebody that's underrated. I would say Deontay is more underrated than Keenan Allen is. I would say more people would say Keenan Allen's better than Deontay. Sony Michel or Hollywood? I would go with Sony Michel. Robinson or Aiyuk, since Robinson is a game time decision. I would go with Aiyuk, yeah. Since Ertz isn't playing, should I pick up Burrow, Carr, or Heineke? I would go with Carr. I really like Carr. Parker or Myers, rest of the season, Parker. Pick 2, we got Aiyuk, Mooney, Metcalf, Cooks. I would go with I'm going with Aiyuk and Metcalf. Toxic. I know it's been rough with Metcalf, but I'm still firing him up. Matthew Stafford or Kyler? Matthew Stafford. Start 2. We got Connor, Gibson, Javonte Williams. Oof. I'm going with James Conner and Gibson. I'd hate to sit Javonte. Oh, that feels so rough. Is Miles Sanders a sit since even with Hurts is out? No, I don't think he's a sit. I think he's more of a play than a sit with Hurts out. I saw Dr. Pepper's really Coke and root beer mix. Did you see that on TikTok? I saw that on TikTok. Murray or Hurts? It doesn't look like Hurts is going to play today, so Murray. Gesicki or Thomas? Gesicki. Do I start Javonte or Aiyuk? Javonte. Madison or Peterson? Patterson. Madison. Aiyuk or Mitchell? Sony Michel. Sony Michel over Aiyuk. Michelle, J-Rob, CH or Jacobs? Michelle and CH. Perk or Wentz? Wentz. Start 3. We got AJ Green, Kenny G, Cooks or Parker. I would go with Cooks, Parker, and Kenny G. I'm gonna be empty once fantasy over. I know it is a little sad right now, thinking that fantasy is really close to being over. It is sad. Because that also means that football is nearly over. It is sad. Drop Collins and Dallas. I would prefer to drop Collins because I think the AP signing is the biggest blow is to Collins. Like I think that Collins will officially be like out. DJ Dallas though, he has the receiving potential for this offense still. I think he's still going to hold on to the receiving role. So I think that Collins is droppable. Yes. Sony Michel or Aiyuk? Sony Michel. Kirk or Kyler? Kyler. Kirk Cousins or Wentz? I would go with Kirk Cousins. Who at the flex? Raiders, tight end, Breida, or Knox? Foster Moreau. Tyler, did you see my punishment that I posted in Discord a while ago? I did not. I don't think I saw it. I'm not sure. I don't remember. What was it? Jacobs, J-Rob, Monty, CH, Sony. Pick 2. I would go with Sony and CH. Sony and CH. Sony Michel or Henderson? Sony Michel. Who at flex? Raiders. I would go Foster Moreau there. Smov plays. Is Jamar a good start along with Thielen? Yeah, I think so. I mean, I won't lie, I'm not a huge fan of Jamar today. I think this is a really tough matchup. And Jamar he's been scoring touchdowns, which has been saving his fantasy value, but really, like, for what is it, 4 weeks now? He hasn't gone over 50 receiving yards, so it's been pretty tough, honestly. He's just missing those big plays. Those big plays aren't happening like they were in the beginning of the season. Saquon or Javonte or Aiyuk? Saquon or Javonte or Aiyuk? Only one, I would go Javonte. Mike Evans or Gibson? Gibson and Andrews or Hawkinson? Andrews. And real quick, if you haven't already, do me a big favor. Hit that like button. Subscribe to the channel. Really appreciate it. And if you're over on TikTok, come on over to YouTube. Get your questions answered. All you got to do is click on my profile. Go to my link tree. My link tree will take you over to my YouTube channel. So profile, link tree, YouTube channel. Come on over. Get your questions answered. Also, make sure you hit that follow button if you're over on TikTok as I go live throughout the week on TikTok only, answering your questions over there. Also, I'm going to end this live stream over on TikTok here in a few minutes and reboot it. Kendrick or Juwan Jennings? Kendrick Bourne. Pitts or Beasley in the flex? Pitts. If it fails out, they have to eat it and go again. Wait, what is it for? If it falls out, they have to eat it and go again. Eat what? If what falls out? OBJ or Hollywood? I would go with Hollywood. Pick 2, Jamal Williams, Terry, OBJ. Jamal Williams and OBJ, Carlos. Do I start Javonte or Aiyuk? I would go Javonte. Teddy or Mac Jones? Teddy. Teddy Bridgewater, baby. Cam on bye, but should I go Minshew, Ben, Andy Dalton, Trevor Lawrence? Wow. I need to check my rankings for this one. Who were the options again? Minshew, Ben, Andy Dalton. It would be between, I want to say, honestly, Big Ben. I don't mind Big Ben today. I would go with Big Ben. This is probably the first time ever I'd recommend someone starting Big Ben without the Oreo falling out. Huh? I don't understand. Falls out of what? I don't know what that means. Singletary, Boston Scott. I would go Boston Scott. Godwin or Jamar? Godwin. Sony Michel or Henderson? Sony Michel. I have Javonte, Madison, and Gibson playing this week in a must-win, hoping for the best. Those are really solid options this week. Really good options. All top 10 for me. Wait, do you not see the punishment because I keep posting it? Where? Like in here? I don't see it. Goddard or Moreau? I would go with Moreau. Sony Michel or Mike Williams? Sony Michel. Burrow or Wilson? Burrow. Who should I start in flex? Jalen Waddle, Jamar Chase, or Marquise Brown? I'm still going with Jamar Chase. It's really close between him and Waddle. Honestly, I think those are all pretty good options. CH or Freeman? CH. Pick 3. We got Hopkins, Aiyuk, Mooney, Gage, AJ Green. D-Hop, Aiyuk, and Mooney. Sammy. And we got $5 donation from Casey. Yo, what's up, Casey? We got $5 donation. We got Devontae Parker, Jerry Jeudy, or AJ Green. Also, Burkhead or Sony non-PPR. I would go with only one of them. I would go with Jerry Jeudy. And then for the I would go with Sony Michel over Burkhead. And appreciate the $5 donation. Thank you very much. The punishment is that they have to keep the Oreo in the butt and run 100 yards. If it falls out, they have to eat it. Oh, gosh. That sounds rough. That sounds rough. Thanks. You're welcome. Burrow or Mahomes? Mahomes. Rojo or Stevenson? Stevenson. Man has been watching too much Blue Mountain State. Is that what they do in Blue Mountain State? I used to love that. I don't know if I ever watched the full thing of it, though. The full, like, season. I did watch some of the episodes, though. It was funny. I like that show. All right, I'm gonna restart the TikTok real quick. Does anybody in chat think that Billie Eilish is good? Who in chat thinks that Billie Eilish is good? And it's okay. This is a protected area, okay? This is what's that called? A judgment-free zone? Burrow or Mahomes? Mahomes. Knox, Kittle, or Gesicki? Kittle. CH, Sony Michel, OBJ. Sony Michel and CH. Cole, Beasley, or Parker? Parker. Also, Chase Claypool, or Mooney? Mooney. Yes, LOL. I think that she's okay. I do like her. I like some songs by Billie Eilish. She's mids. J-Rob, Terry, or Bateman? I would go with Terry there, Carlos. The trust circle. Yo, the trust circle. Yeah, don't feel bad, okay? You're not gonna be judged if you think Billie Eilish is okay. She's hot. She's heat. She's heat. She's hot. Tyrod or Russ? What does she's heat mean? I don't know what these terms mean. I'm a boomer. I'm a boomer. Sony or Seclan? Seclan. Sony or Saquon? Sony. Speaking of Seclan, where is Seclan? In PPR, need two: Kendrick Bourne, Sutton, Chenault, or Pascal. Oof. I would go with Kendrick Bourne and Sutton. Gibson, Cordell, Connor, Barkley, Elijah Mitchell, pick two. Wow, those are some really good options there, Landy. I would go with Gibson, and honestly, I'm going to go with James Conner. Love James Conner today. Burrow or Kyler? Kyler. Pick one: Sony, Monty, Williams, Mitchell. I would go with Sony, and is that Javonte Williams or Jamal? If it's Javonte Williams, I would go Javonte. If it's Jamal, I would go Elijah Mitchell. So Sony and Elijah Mitchell. If that's Jamal, if it's Javonte, Sony and Javonte Williams. What are we thinking? Mitchell versus Jags or Sanders versus Jets? I would go with Mitchell. If Hurts is out, which waiver wire quarterback should I add for the week? Includes Taylor, Heineke. So I'm going to say Tyrod Taylor, Heineke, Teddy, Jimmy G. I would go with Heineke. Heineke's the one that I rolled with, so I'd go with Heineke. It is really close. Like, a lot of those guys are in the same range. Did you know Taylor leads lead in YM percentage? YM percentage. What is YM percentage? What does that mean? I don't know what YM percentage is. Yards, your mom percentage? I don't know what it is. Her music is good. Her music is alright. I do like her music. That's actually what I'm listening to right now, I won't lie. I have it on in my headphones. I've been listening to music on stream, and I like it. Allows me to focus on what's going on. Your mother. Yeah, I figured it was your mother. Did you know that Taylor leads the league in YM percentage? Your mother. Everybody laugh in chat. Wow. Wow, that was a good one. Waddle or Aiyuk? Waddle. Miles Sanders or Sony Michel? Sony Michel. Everett or Pitts? Pitts. Aiyuk or Javonte? Javonte. I like Taylor Swift. My wife likes Taylor Swift. I don't listen to Taylor Swift. I'm sorry. I just, it's not that I don't like her. It's just, I don't listen to her music. OBJ, Damian Harris, or Kendrick Bourne. OBJ. I'm kind of bad when it comes to listening to music. I listen to like the same music. I'm like somebody who just very content with my music. And that's all I listen to. Like the same, like 3 songs. This is when I, like same 3 artists, I mean, is like what I listen to. Or I put on like classic rock and I listen to classic rock. I'm very boring when it comes to my music choices. I'm not somebody who likes to really branch out. In music. Kyle Pitts or Goddard? Kyle Pitts. Waddle or Hollywood? I would go with Waddle. Moore or Odell? Odell. I would go with Odell. Blue cheese or ranch for wings? I've never honestly had blue cheese with with wings, so I'm gonna have to say ranch. I've never been a big fan of blue cheese, but I've never tried it with ranch, and I also haven't had it in a long time, so not a fair assessment on my end. So I'd say ranch, but I'd have to try blue cheese. Justin, I'll try it for you. Devontae Smith or Jamal Williams? Devontae Smith. Should I be worried about Swift? AJ Brown and Waller. I'm second seed and I have 2 easy matchups for the next 2 weeks. I would say AJ Brown's that like AJ Brown and Waller will definitely come back because these teams are in the thick of things for the playoffs. Now Swift, he's a different discussion where I know that you had Dan Campbell come out and say, you know, he could be back next week, 2 weeks. But here's the thing with Swift is that I could very well see this being a Christian McCaffrey situation where they're just like, why even play him at this point? Like, we have nothing to play for now. I do think that he's going to come back. I kind of looked at Chris Carson early in the season. Now, his was a neck issue, but like, why risk it with these players at times? Like, and I just think with Swift is just like the same situation a little bit where you have nothing to play for. Why the hell would you even bring him back? This team is trash. But I do think that I think he will come back, but just kind of in the back of your mind. The other 2 dudes will definitely come back, though. Hey, blue cheese. I've never tried blue cheese, or I haven't tried it in a while. Flex Lockett or Jerry Jeudy? I would go with Lockett. Yo, what's up? Sony Michel or Odell? I would go with Sony. Thoughts on James Robinson? I moved him down my rankings quite a bit, to be honest with you. I don't feel great about him today. Into the Thick of It. Isn't that a song? On TikTok? Wasn't that a trend on TikTok? Pick one for the rest of the season. Waddle, Pittman, Thielen, or Renfro, Marquise Brown. I would go with Thielen. Just scoring those tutties, baby. He's a touchdown machine, and everybody's like, I mean, I said in the summertime, but after he basically came out and scored, 2 touchdowns the first week, it's not going to happen. Everybody's like, Thielen is going to regress. He can't keep scoring these touchdowns at this rate. Yet he keeps scoring the touchdowns at the rate. I mean, the dude is just a touchdown machine. Minshew or K1? K1. Yo, Tyler, weather update for Chicago, Arizona. It's going to be raining, windy, and cold. Temperatures below 40 degrees to 29 degrees and 13-mile-an-hour winds. Thank you, Ryan. That's why I really like the running game, especially for Arizona. I still like Kyler, though. Kyler will be okay because Kyler runs. Any weather conditions affecting your lineups, and if so, who? I would say just the Chicago game a tiny bit, not really. I think the game's okay. Tomorrow night, though. Tomorrow night, absolutely affecting my fantasy lineups. With the New England and Buffalo game. 30-mile-an-hour winds with, I believe it's 28.5-mile-an-hour winds. With 48 mile-an-hour gusts. So that's not very good, especially for I know everybody loves Nick Folk, everybody loves Tyler Bass, but man, I really would not be playing the kickers in tomorrow night game. Buffalo or Patriots defense? Honestly, I would just go Buffalo's defense. Mitchell over Montgomery. Sony Michel, I would go Sony Michel, yes. Does Montgomery move down your rankings for today? No. If it's not very good weather, that's very, I would say probably about 90% of the time. Better for the running backs. Just totally pulling out 90% of my ass, but I would say a lot of the time it's going to help your running backs, like nearly every time. Mike Williams or T. Higgins? T. Higgins. Devontae or Jacobs? I would go with Deontay. Deontay. You have to answer me. It was a membership perk. You have to answer me. What is your question? Can I answer you? What was your question, Carlos? I don't see it. Did you already have a question? I didn't see it, Carlos. Unless you're saying this because you're going to ask something that's a little raunchy in chat. Bucks D or Patriots defense? Patriots defense. CH or D Harris? CH. Bucks or Patriots D? Patriots D. Madison, Connor, Sanders, choose two. I already have Saquon starting. Madison, Connor is who I would go. Bateman or Jerry Jeudy? Jerry Jeudy. Sony, Najee, Javonte, pick two. I would go with Javonte and Najee. Stafford or Brady? Stafford. Or no, I'm going Brady. Brady. Mike Williams or Devontae Smith? Devontae Smith. Terry, Evans, and CH, pick two. Terry, Evans, and CH, pick two. I would go with Evans and CH. Ingram or Ertz? Ertz. Pick four. We got Antonio Gibson, Cordell Patterson, Joe Mixon, or Jamal Williams. Full point PPR. So pick four. So Antonio Gibson, Cordell Patterson, Joe Mixon. Wait, there's only four there, isn't there? We Boston. There's only four though. So was it somebody else supposed to be in there? Or is it supposed to be three? If it's supposed to be three, I would say Jamal Williams. Patriots D against the Bills. I'd take Tampa Bay personally. I would go. I think that game's going to be very low scoring tomorrow. Sony or Montgomery? Sony. Stafford or Brady? Brady. Parker or Josh Jacobs? Josh Jacobs. And real quick, if you're over on TikTok, come on over to YouTube. Get your questions answered. All you got to do is click on my profile. Go to my link tree. My link tree will take over to my YouTube channel. So profile, link tree, YouTube channel. Come on over. Get your questions answered. There's 40 people over here. 140 people over there. So come over here to get your questions answered. Patriots defense. Oh, no, I already got that one. Pick three. Okay, yeah, so pick three, I would sit Jamal Williams. We Boston. And does anybody see Carlos typing in chat? Carlos Gonzalez? You have to answer me. It was a membership perk. Because I didn't see a question from Carlos. Does one of my members see a question from Carlos? Does anybody see him typing in chat? Pick one. We got Goddard, Bateman, or Van Jefferson. I would go with Van Jefferson. Yeah, I didn't see him typing in chat. I don't know. T. Higgins or Sony Michel? Sony Michel. Pittman or Hollywood? Pittman. Aiyuk or Waddle? Waddle. Hines or Coleman? Coleman. Higgins or Cooks? Higgins. Sony or T. Higgins? Sony. Gaskin or Sony? Sony. Miles Sanders or Odell? Ooh, that is tough. I would go with Odell, though. I went 7 minutes back and nothing. Yeah, I didn't see anything from him. I don't know. I haven't seen anything. But, Carlos, if you're in chat still, go ahead and ask it again, brother. Nobody's seeing anything. I always try, if you are a member and I skip your question, please ask it again. I feel like I do a good job of answering the members' questions. Sometimes it does get, pretty kind of crazy at times. Sony or Jacobs? Sony. Gaskin or Mitchell? Sony Michel. was saying answer me. Yeah, that's the last thing I saw. Sony or Jamal Williams? I would go with Sony. Elijah Moore and Mooney. Goddard or Hawkinson? Hawkinson. Van Jefferson or Jerry Jeudy? Jerry Jeudy. Goddard, Goddard, Van Gesicki. Pats D or Eagles D? I would go with the Pats D. Actually, I'm going with the Eagles D against my boy Zach Wilson today. Morning, man. Yo, what's up, Jonathan? Pick 3 to start. We got Javonte Williams, Najee, Barkley, Sony. I would go Sony, Javonte Williams, Najee. Hopkins or Pittman? Pittman. Michelle or Aiyuk? Michelle. Allen or Pittman? Allen. Fan or Hawk? Hawk. Hawkinson. Heineke or Tua? I would go Tua. Claypool, Mooney, or OBJ? OBJ. Please pick one. Waddle, J-Rob, Michelle, or DK? Sony, Michelle. Minshew or Garoppolo? Garoppolo. Waddle, or Brown? Brown. Who's Brown? Antonio. I would go with Waddle. I don't know. I can't think of who Brown is. Oh, Hollywood Brown? I would go with Waddles there still. I always forget his last name's Brown. I always call him Hollywood. I just call him Hollywood. Trade Swift for Javonte? I would, yeah. Patterson or Waddle? Patterson. Mitchell, Sony Michelle or Freiermuth? Sony Michelle, definitely. Van Jefferson or Lockett? Lockett. Start McLaurin or Thielen? Or no, that's McLaurin or Sony Michelle. Sony Michelle. Josh Allen or Derek Carr? Derek Carr for me. Trade Swift for Javonte, yes. Jamal Williams or Mike Evans? Mike Evans. Pick 2. We got Lockett, Javonte, Van Jefferson. Lockett and Javonte. Russell Gage or Elijah Moore? Elijah Moore. Sony or Singletary? Sony. And real quick, if you haven't already, do me a big favor. If you're over on YouTube right now, hit that like button, subscribe to the channel. Really appreciate it. I see you keep saying Sony. Has Henderson been ruled out? He has not been ruled out, but they said they don't expect him to play. And even if Henderson does play, I don't see Henderson being very effective today and playing a whole lot. I think that Sony will play him. But if you are over on YouTube, do me a big favor. Was so close on Thursday night. I know, I'm sorry. Listen, this is what I do. And I don't know if I said this or not, but what I do with parlays are like so hard to hit. Okay, they're so hard to hit. So what I do is I have my one bet that I like for the day, and I make that one bet and I put a decent amount of my money on that, and then I put a little bit of money on the parlay. Like parlays are just, I don't really like to do parlays that much, just because they're really, like I said, really tough to hit, and especially when it comes to player props, because player props, it could be, the player gets hurt and you're screwed. But Dallas did cover. We like that. We said the bet of the night was Dallas covering. Dallas covered. Michael Gallup really let us down, though. He was looking good in the first half. Well, the Dallas offense just in the second half totally fell off the earth. And then Zeke looked so banged up. I was very disappointed from what I saw out of Zeke. In terms of his health, like, that team should not have let him play. They should have been like, sit Zeke. Get him healthy. It was close. So, I mean, it's better than just going nowhere. No, it was close. At the end, though, it was getting a little like, ooh, maybe we could hit this. But it was close. And real quick, I don't think I ever finished this. But if you're over on YouTube, hit that like button, subscribe. If you're over on TikTok, come on over to YouTube, get your questions answered. All you got to do is click on my profile, go to my link tree. My link tree will take you over to my YouTube channel. So profile, link tree, YouTube channel, come on over and get your questions answered. And if you're over on YouTube right now and you want your questions answered, ! membership. Sign up to be a member. You get your questions answered 100% of the time. So ! membership. It will pop up a link. Click on the link. Jalen is officially out. Jalen officially out, people. Hurts is officially out. Thank you. If there's any other breaking news, please feel free or say it in chat. Sony or Saquon? Sony. Hawkinson or Moreau? Start 2. Gaskin, Javonte, Sanders, OBJ, or Aiyuk. I would go with Gaskin and Javonte. Pick 2. Najee, Elijah Mitchell, Javonte, Miles Sanders. I would go with Najee and Javonte. Russell Gage or Elijah Moore? Elijah Moore. Hurts is officially out today. Thank you. Hurts is officially out. Get your Gardner Minshew. Sony Michel or Jamal Williams. Sony Michel. Devontae Smith or Kendrick Bourne. Devontae Smith. Hawk or Moreau. Moreau. Saquon or Sony. Sony. Pick 3. Darnell Mooney. Devontae Smith. Brandon Cooks. Jalen Waddle. Jalen Waddle. Brandon Cooks and Darnell Mooney. DK or Hollywood? Hollywood. Hopkins or Singletary? Hopkins. I want to answer that real quick. That one guy, he was like, hi, my friend. I don't know if he's still in chat. Hi, my friend. Next week, I have new questions. Yo, new week. Yo, what up? Who's the better option for my flex between Mike Williams or Devontae Parker? I'm gonna go with Mike Williams. Should I start Komet or Moreau? Moreau. Thanks, you're welcome. No problem. I need a win. I need a win to get into the playoffs. Had Hurts, so do I go Carr or Wilson? I would go Carr, personally. I'd go Carr. Boston Scott or Matt Breida? Boston Scott. AP or Singletary? I'm still going to go with Singletary. I know that AP might get a decent amount of work, but, you know, we've seen AP. There's nothing left in the tank for AP, all right? There is nothing left in the tank for AP. I get it. He might see a good amount of carries, but you're just hoping he falls in the end zone. Otherwise, it's going to be like a 4-point week. Jamar Chase or Keenan Allen? Jamar Chase. Or no, I'm sorry, Keenan Allen. I go Keenan Allen there. Lamar or Kyler? Lamar. Burrow, Wilson, or Heineke? I would go with Burrow. Andrews or Gronk? Gronk. Mike Williams or Russell Wilson or Russell Gage? Mike Williams. Should I start Burkhead or Drake? I'd rather go Burkhead. David Johnson, I think, is out. I don't know if he's out or he was doubtful. I don't remember. But I would go with Burkhead. Elijah Mitchell or Miles Sanders? Elijah Mitchell. Jalen Hurts or Lamar Jackson? Jalen Hurts is officially out. So Lamar Jackson. McLaurin or Aiyuk? McLaurin. Elijah Mitchell or Miles Sanders? Elijah Mitchell. Deontay Johnson or DK? Deontay Johnson. Should I start Burkhead or Drake? Burkhead. Pick one for quarterback. We got Kyler. Hurts probably won't play, I'm guessing, or Carr. I would go with Kyler. Handcuff Wilson or Hasty? Wilson would be the handcuff. I'd rather have Wilson. And that's a good point. Hey, Millie or Miley, brought up a good point here. Handcuff. Already looking at handcuffs. Once again, I'm going to say this to everybody. So for my team right here, like, I don't really, well, this is a 3 wide receiver league. Here, let's go over to this one. Let's go over to a different league. Let's look at it right now. All right, so this one, I picked up Boston Scott because I wasn't sure if he was going to play or not. But, like, for this, like, I'm never going to play Boston Scott. I'm not going to play this guy either, Boston Moreau, this week. But, like, these are Rashad Bateman at this point. I should just cut him because I'm not going to play Rashad Bateman, so I'm going to cut him right now. People might say, whoa, why? Because I'm pushing for the playoffs, right? Maybe I don't get in, but that's okay. So you go and you add guys like Ronald Jones. Although Ronald Jones already taken, though. Ronald Jones. Somebody already has him. But let's see, Samaje Perine, right? And why are you adding these guys? Well, if anything were to happen to Joe Mixon, well, Samaje Perine is playing on a very good offense and will be close to a workhorse back. Wait, didn't I drop Rashad Bateman? Who'd I drop? I hope I had dropped Rashad Bateman and not somebody else. Let me double check. Watch, I dropped somebody really good. Oh, no, I didn't. It just didn't drop. That's weird. But yeah, like what you want to be doing at this time of the year, add backup running backs. Get rid of the guys like a Jacoby Myers. If you don't play Jacoby Myers, cut him. You know, pick up the guys, pick up backup running backs. That way you don't have to fight for them on waivers. Don't have to spend fab bucks. Don't have to spend your waiver priority. Elijah Mitchell, Miles Sanders, Elijah Mitchell. Sony Michel is still available in my league. Do I play him over Freeman, Burkhead, or Singletary? Over every single one of them. Yes, Parker, I would. Gotta sit one. Barkley, Madison, Najee, Connor. Honestly, Barkley. Hate to say it. Should I play Jamar Chase or Hollywood Brown? I would go with Jamar Chase. Renfro or Justin Jefferson? I would go with Jefferson. Renfro or Jefferson? Jefferson. Stafford or Lamar? I would go Lamar. And Elijah Mitchell or Gibson? I would go with Gibson. Odell, Mitchell, or Devontae Smith. Sony Michel. That's Sony Michel. Elijah Mitchell or Sony Michel? Sony Michel. I'm saying a lot of Sony Michel today. Hopefully he plays well. Should I start Patterson at wide receiver and bench Ja'Marr Chase for Josh Jacobs? No, I wouldn't. I wouldn't do that. I would leave it as is. Sonny. Robert, yo, what's up, Robert? I have Rodgers and Hurts, LOL, rip. So Heineke, Tyrod, or Gardner? I would go with Heineke. That is sad. Believe me, I have Jalen in a lot of my leagues as well. So it is definitely rough. I need to go through and double check all my leagues here. Make sure all my players are good. Sony, Robinson, or Aiyuk at flex, I would go Sony. Montgomery or Robinson? Montgomery or Robinson? Oh, look at that. God. Hopefully I can add somebody here. Man, I sat Dallas's defense, dang it. Thank goodness I checked this. I'm gonna go with Heineke. Pick up Heineke. I need to do this real quick, people. Hold up. Drop Gallup. I need to double check my lineups. Oh, I already checked that one. That was the one I was just on. Elijah Mitchell or Devontae Parker? Elijah Mitchell. Dak. Oh, what a letdown. Dak. Darren Waller. Oops. Let's see. Who do we have available here? Foster. Yeah, Moreau's available. Give me Moreau, baby. I don't need to drop anybody. All right. Sony Michel over Connor or Madison? No, I wouldn't. I wouldn't do that. Is Kyler playing? Yes, Kyler's expected to play. Kyler is expected to play this week. So that's good. I basically gave up on that. I need to go check my ESPN real quick as well. Hold on 1 second. This is when your wins become losses. This is now this. We're not at the switching hour yet. Zeke let me down this week. Zeke sold me this week. Look at that. Sony Michel picking him up. Picked him up last week. What a clutch move that was. I'm down bad, so bad in this league. Look how bad my lineup is this week. No Darren Waller, no DeAndre Swift, no Alvin Kamara, Antonio Brown suspended. Calvin Ridley hasn't played. My team is so bad now. I'm going with Boston Scott, Rex Burkhead, Marvin Jones, Michael Pittman, Foster Moreau, Michael Gallup. Oh, it's rough. That league is rough right now. All right. Back to answering questions. Sorry about that. I had to check my fantasy lineups. Make sure that they're good. All right, so let's get it. If you're over on TikTok, come on over to YouTube, get your questions answered. All you got to do is click on my profile, go to my link tree. My link tree will take over to my YouTube channel. So profile, link tree, YouTube channel. Come on over, get your questions answered. Is Sony a for sure go? For me, I'm going Sony. I don't think that Henderson plays. Can you explain why you chose Sony Michel over Mitchell? So just because he's going to be an absolute bell cow back, where you still have Elijah Mitchell. Last week he caught a decent amount of passes, but still he's not playing on all the third downs. Where if Sony Michel, like with Henderson out, Sony Michel is going to play like 80% of the snaps for this. So he's going to be the absolute bell cow back, and a good matchup against Jacksonville, who actually has been pretty tough on the ground. But you should have the Los Angeles Rams should score a lot of points. I just dropped Collins for Samaje. Good, that's good. And that's exactly what you want to be doing. Drop some of these guys. I know I haven't honestly looked at this because I was going to play some of these guys possibly, but I don't need to. If I can drop... I'm dropping Boston Scott right now. I don't need Boston Scott. He's going to be on a bye week next week. And I'm going to pick up... Was this the league I picked up? Ryan, I think. Who were some other guys? I'll pick up Marlon. Let me see who else we got. No. None of these guys. No. Oh, Khalil Herbert. That's another guy. I would absolutely be picking up Khalil Herbert. I thought I already picked somebody. Why does it keep doing this? It's not even letting me drop him. Am I not? Okay. So let's see. Would you start Saquon or Javonte over Elijah Mitchell? I would go Javonte over Elijah Mitchell. DK or Thielen? Thielen. Montgomery or Robinson? I would go with Montgomery. Start Jamal Williams or Henderson if he plays. I would just go Jamal Williams. Josh Allen or Joe Burrow? Joe Burrow. Pick 2, Odell, Montgomery, and Mitchell. Odell, Montgomery, and Mitchell. I would go with Odell. No, I would go with the 2 running backs, Montgomery and Mitchell. James Robinson or Brandon Aiyuk. Brandon Aiyuk. Jamar Chase or Hollywood Brown. Jamar Chase. DK or Thielen. Thielen. Aiyuk, Lockett, or Mooney. Aiyuk. Saquon or CEH. Saquon. Hilton or Metcalf. Metcalf. Or Freiermuth. I would go Metcalf. All right, real quick, if you haven't already, do me a big favor. If you're on YouTube, hit that like button, subscribe to the channel. Really appreciate it. And if you're over on TikTok, come on over to YouTube, get your questions answered. All you got to do is click on my profile, go to my link tree. My link tree will take you to my YouTube channel. So profile, link tree, YouTube channel. Come on over, get your questions answered. Make sure you hit that follow button as I go live over on TikTok throughout the week as well. Only on TikTok. So when I go live, get your questions answered. Also, I post decent content, which, gosh, some of these, I got to start transitioning a little bit here. I think over on TikTok, I'm going to change my name to my personal name. I think I'm going to change it. I've honestly been thinking about changing my YouTube channel name as well to my personal name. But I don't know. I don't know if I'm going to do it yet. Start Deshaun Jackson today. It depends on who you have. Elijah Moore and Mike Williams. Mike Williams, Monty or Robinson? Monty. I would go Monty. Hollywood Brown or Evans? Hollywood Brown. Or no, I would go Mike Evans there. Pick 2, Javonte Williams, Jamal Williams, J-Rob. I would go both the Williams. Great minds think alike. I dropped Collins for Samaje. That's great minds do think alike. That's IQ 1000 stuff. Diggs, Pittman, Jacobs, D. Smith. I would go with Pittman and Diggs. Kyler or Joe Burrow? Kyler. Mike Williams or T. Higgins? T. Higgins. Monty or Sony? Sony. Moore or Mooney? Mooney. Wentz or Cousins? I'm going with Cousins. Golladay or Bateman? Golladay or Bateman? Golladay. Elijah Moore or Kenny Golladay? Elijah Moore. Tampa Bay or Phillies defense? Philly D. Start 3. We got Gibson, Mitchell, Monty, Harris, Sony. I would sit Harris and start the rest of them. Name. You think I should change it to my name? Is that what you're saying with the name? Why would you go Mike Williams over Elijah Moore? Because Zach Wilson's playing today, and I think Zach Wilson has been awful this year. And Elijah Moore has had his best games when Zach Wilson isn't playing. So Herbert, Fournette, Mitchell, Evans, Allen, Sony, Dolphins defense, and Tucker. How's my lineup looking? Looks really solid. Those running backs look really good, Angel. It looks good. Good luck to you today, Angel. I hope your lineup wins. Why Evans over Brown? Just curious. Just because this game, Tampa Bay should beat up on Atlanta. Every time that Tom Brady has played Atlanta, I think he's thrown for at least 4 touchdowns. So, and while he's been in Tampa Bay, so I'm playing him. You might have answered this already, but Miles Sanders or Jamal Williams? Jamal Williams. Barkley or Lockett? Barkley. Cousins or Stafford? Stafford. Aiyuk or Hollywood? Hollywood. Waddle or Higgins? Waddle. Van Jefferson or Russell Gage? Van Jefferson. Are we sleeping on Gaskins this week? No, I like Gaskin this week. I like him. It's just there's some other guys that I like more. I think he's like a mid higher end RB2 this week. What I view him as. Renfro, Mooney, Lockett. Pick 2. I would go with oof, that's close. I would go with Renfro and Lockett. Why Gesicki over Thomas? I might be a little biased. I just love Mike Gesicki. I just think he's so good. Come on, Mike. Let's get something going here. It is a good matchup against the New York Giants today. I know he hasn't been great. There's no rhyme or reason for that one because honestly, if you don't have a top 4 tight end, you're just hoping somebody scores a touchdown. I just think that Mike Gesicki is a really good football player, so I'm going with Mike Gesicki over Logan Thomas. And I think that Washington football team runs the ball really effectively today with Gibson. Hey, Tyler, should I go with Freiermuth or Hawkinson? I would go with Hawkinson. Van Jefferson or Claypool? Van Jefferson. Bateman or Van Jefferson? Van Jefferson. Man, I'm saying a lot of Van Jefferson. Renfro or Aiyuk? Aiyuk. Do you like Devontae Smith more with Gardner Minshew or no? I think it's like even. I think that this is just a run-first team, so it limits Devontae Smith's upside a little bit, but I just think he's a really good football player, and today he has a really good matchup. So he's a lower-end wide receiver 2 for me, but if you got to play him, like I think he's solid. Do you like... No, I already got that one. Sony Michel or James Robinson? Sony Michel. Morel or Logan Thomas? Honestly, Foster Morel, and the reasoning behind that one is because we've already seen Foster Morel with no Darren Waller, and he had a really solid week. Once again, no Darren Waller. Give me Foster Morel. Stephon Diggs or Odell? Stephon Diggs. Sony Michel over Pittman, full point PPR? Honestly, I would. Yes, I would do that. Sony Michel, CEH, or Jamal Williams? I would go CEH. Or I'm sorry, Sony Michel. Sony Michel. Jeez. Choose one to start. We got Hollywood Brown, Sony Michel, or Terry McLaurin. Sony Michel. Give me Sony Michel, baby. I'm saying a lot of Sony Michel, and if he's a bust today, oh man, it's gonna come back and really make me look bad. I mean, okay, and here's what I want to say real quick is that people sometimes get mad if you tell them who to play, and it doesn't work out the right way. Okay, but trust the process, right? In the famous words of the Philadelphia 76ers, who are still building their team now for what it feels like a decade, you trust the process. And the process says Sony Michel, without Darrell Henderson, is probably going to have an 80+% snap share. He's going to play all the snaps. He's going to see all the touches in the backfield. This team should really have a really good day today against Jacksonville, especially this passing offense should light up Jacksonville and be in plenty of opportunities to score. So that's why I like Sony Michel. That's my reasoning behind Sony Michel. And we got Terry R with the $2 donation. Yo, appreciate you. We got Hopkins, Elijah Moore, Kendrick Bourne, or Beasley. I would go with Hopkins. Appreciate the $2 donation, Terry. Shout out to Terry. Does Aiyuk have more upside than Diggs this week? He might. I don't feel good about this game, okay? And I've been saying it since I saw the weather report. I don't feel good about this game tomorrow night. For the skills players, definitely not for the kickers, Wind's okay if it's like 20 mile an hour, but when you get up to about 30 mile an hour winds and with like 50 mile an hour gusts, like that's not good. That's not good, except for the running game. For the passing game, it's going to be tough. Very tough. And also, you already have 2 really good pass defenses, just 2 really good defenses going against each other already. So you have top-tier pass defenses going against each other with 30 mile an hour winds, with 50 mile an hour gusts. You know, that does not seem like it's going to be a recipe for success for either, you know, Josh Allen, Stephon Diggs, Dawson Knox. Now, could they still have a good game? Certainly, but it doesn't look good. CEH or Javonte? Devontae Parker or Mike Williams? I would go with Mike Williams. Thielen or Devontae Smith, and that's really close between Devontae Parker and Mike Williams. I'm just going to go with the team that's, you know, more pass happy, and that's the Los Angeles Chargers. So I'm going to say Mike Williams. Thielen or Devontae Smith? Thielen. Mitchell or Monty? Mitchell. All right, this feels like a great time for a quick little plug. If you're over on TikTok, make sure you hit that like button. Also, hit the follow button. I'm going to reboot the live stream over there. So hit that follow button. I'm going to reboot it. Is CH going to play? I believe so. Is there... Oh, was he sick? Or is that somebody else? They said he's expected to play. Yeah, he was sick. Yeah, they said he should be. Yo, what up, Iron? Who do I sit? Najee, Gibson, Javonte, Madison, or Mitchell? My gosh. Oh, wow. Iron, that's just like, that's brutal. I honestly, I would say Elijah Mitchell. I don't feel great about that, but my gosh, I mean, I feel great about your starting running backs, regardless of who you're starting. Those are all, the only guy that might not be in my top 10 is going to be Elijah Mitchell, and he's might be like 11. Where's Elijah Mitchell this week? He's 11, yeah. So, I mean, the rest of them are top 10 guys. So I'm going with the rest of them, but, you know, that is very close. Morning. Yo, what's up, Megan? Greetings from Nova. How you doing, Megan? Let's see. Godwin, pick 2. We got pick 2, full point PPR. We got Godwin, Mooney, Kirk, or Bateman. PS, feel like my 76ers have been trusting the process for too long. Yes, they have. They have. And now it's like, oh, man, the Sixers. Jeez. They have been just brutal. They should have tried everything to keep Jimmy Butler. Gosh, that was terrible. You nearly go to the NBA Finals. I guess they still would have had, I think they still had that wasn't the conference finals, I don't. Against Toronto. No, because Toronto played the Bucks that year, I'm pretty sure. When, what's-his-face had the shot at the buzzer, I still think they would have had to gone to overtime. Possibly. I could be wrong. I can't remember the full details of that game. I remember watching it, though. When Kawhi Leonard, it hit the rim 6 different times, bounce up, goes up in the air, hits the other side of the rim, goes up in the air, and then goes in. Oh, that was brutal. But, okay, anyways. Godwin, Mooney, Kirk, or Bateman. I would go with Godwin and Mooney, Megan. Pick 2. We got Renfrow, Mooney, or Lockett. I would go with Renfrow and Lockett, Parker. Bengals without 2 of their starting offensive linemen today. Ooh, that's going to be interesting. Kyler and D-Hop both officially active. Thank you, Clay. Both officially active. Kyler officially active. Happy Football Sunday. Let's get it. Happy Football Sunday, people. Any word on Henderson yet? Probably won't know about Henderson. What time is that game? Is that game at 4? Or is that game at 1? I can't remember what time the game's at. Yeah, that game's at 4, so we probably won't know, to be honest with you. We got Happy Football Sunday. Aiyuk or Renfrow? Chase. Full point PPR skis. Tyler for Prez. Yo, no, Oscar for Prez. I would go with Chase. It's really close between him and Aiyuk. I honestly, those are all really good options, but I just can't sit Chase. I know that has been great. Today is a tough matchup, but that just feels like the right way that Jamar Chase is going to have a solid game, even though he hasn't had that good of a game in terms of receiving yardage this, like in the past, like 4 weeks. But I would still go Jamar Chase. It's really close. Hey, we got Jackson with the $5 donation. Yo, appreciate you, Jackson, with the $5 donation. We got Derek Carr and Mac Jones for this week. I would go with Derek Carr. with Monday night, and I've already talked about it with the weather, I just don't really like a whole lot of people in that game. So I'm going to go with Derek Carr and appreciate the $5 donation. 405. Yes, the game's at 405. So we probably won't know with Darrell Henderson, but I really don't think that Darrell Henderson's going to play today. Vikings also missing 2 top linebackers. Oh, Jamal Williams. Let's get Jamal Williams today. Is the weather bad for the Bengals game? I don't think so. I was looking at the games earlier. I think that was one that I was looking at. I don't think the weather really, the only one that's bad is like not, the one that doesn't look good is going to be Chicago. I think that's the only game as of today. Let me double check the Bengals one. Yeah, the Bengals is all right. It's like cloudy, the wind's low. So that one's fine. That game will be okay. Foster Moreau or Logan Thomas? I would go Foster Moreau. D-Hop or Elijah Moore? D-Hop. Allen or Wentz? I would go with Wentz. Yeah, I was thinking Mitchell too, but he has good matchup against the Seahawks. Maybe Najee. Yeah, honestly, that's exactly my thought process too. Like, I can't sit Najee. I mean, as a Steelers fan, not just as a Steelers fan, but just as like a fantasy football fan, the dude's been way too involved in the offense. Now, if there was anybody else I would want to sit, it would be Najee. But I would just go with Elijah Mitchell just because Najee, he still should play like literally every single snap and see plenty of work. So, yeah, I would sit Elijah Mitchell, but that is really close. And all those guys are absolute studs. You should win this week with just those running backs. Those running backs are, wow, really good. Wow. I have CH, Gaskin, Williams, and Chase on my bench. Henderson is currently at flex. My whole bench plays at 1. Do I play it safe and switch them out for one of them, or do I ride it out? So you have CH, Gaskin, Williams, and Chase. Henderson is currently at flex. Chase on my bench. I really don't think, Zach, I really don't think that Henderson's going to play today. I would start personally, who is that? Williams? If that's Javonte Williams, I would go Javonte Williams. Otherwise, I would go with Jamar Chase. I would not start Henderson today. Murray or Wilson as my quarterback. Murray, Nikel, Patel. Another question. I have the Bills D in one of my leagues, but Tampa Bay is available. With tomorrow's weather, do I play Buffalo or drop them or say Wilson to pick up? No, I would play the Bills defense. In the weather tomorrow, I think that game's going to be lower scoring. So I would play Buffalo's defense. I do like Tampa Bay's defense as well. They're really close, but what I would do is I would just keep the Bills, Megan, and I would play them. Tony and Shepard are out. Ooh, Galladay. Galladay's a pretty solid play today then, with both those guys out. Sony Michel or Jamal Williams? Sony Michel. Have we heard about Brandon Cooks and Robinson playing today? Last I saw, expected to play. I could be wrong though. I saw for Robinson definitely expected to play. I don't think I've seen anything on Cooks though. Adrian Peterson and Nyheim Hines. Yo, give me AP. Aiyuk or Higgins? Aiyuk. Renfro or Sony Michel? Sony Michel. Brandon Cooks is active. Brandon Cooks officially active. And I think, am I right? Well, is James Robinson active as well? Have they said anything about James Robinson? Miami defense about to drop 30. I think that they're a really good play this week, yes. Gesicki or Moreau? Honestly, I'm going to go with Foster Moreau. I'm doing it. I'm moving him up my ranks. Give me Foster. Foster, baby. Josh Jacobs or Javonte? I would go Javonte Williams. Give me Javonte. Love Javonte. Knox or Goddard? Actually, I'm going with Knox still. Devontae Freeman or Josh Jacobs? Josh Jacobs. Pick one. We got Pittman, Lockett, Monty, Mooney. I would go with Pittman there, Patty. Is CH going to affect the illness? No, I don't think it's going to affect him, to be honest. His touches? No, I think he'll be okay. Van Jefferson or T. Higgins? T. Higgins. Myles Gaskin or Jamal Williams? Myles Gaskin, baby. And real quick, if you haven't already, do me a big favor, hit that like button, subscribe to the channel if you're not already subscribed. If you're over on TikTok, come on over to YouTube, get your questions answered. All you got to do is click on my profile, go to my link tree. My link tree will take you over to my YouTube channel. So profile, link tree, YouTube channel, come on over, get your questions answered. Also, hit that follow button. I'm going to end that over there in a little bit and go live again over on TikTok. So make sure you hit that follow button to get notified when I go live. And yes, I will say this. I really haven't said it barely at all today. If you're not getting your questions answered, believe me, I'm trying to answer everybody's questions. If you're not getting your questions answered, you could sign up to be a member. It's as low as $2.99. You sign up to be a member, you get your questions answered 100% of the time. You'll see Iron right there in chat. Iron has a green name tag with a little badge next to his name. So Iron gets his questions answered 100% of the time. So sign up to be a member. Exclamation point membership is how you signed up. Exclamation point membership. It'll pop up a link. You can click on the link and check it all out. Exclamation point membership. Okay, thanks. Would you start Goddard with Minshew or should I start Everett? I would go with Goddard. Everett has a really tough matchup today. San Francisco's been pretty tough against that tight end position. And I mean, I do like Everett. I think Everett's a stud, but I would just go with Goddard because Minshew, I really don't think that Minshew's that like worse than Jalen Hurts in terms of passing. Like, obviously, it's a big downgrade. You go from a really solid athlete to Minshew's not that bad of an athlete, but in terms of the passing ability, I don't think it's that different. And they're really gonna. I don't know how the offense is gonna look. I just think that they're gonna run the ball a lot, but Goddard and Devontae Smith are going to be the two guys that are going to... Ertz or Goddard? I would go with Ertz. Higgins or Sony Michel? Sony Michel. Gesicki or Foster? Foster. James Conner or Henderson? James Conner. Kyler or Stafford? Or I would go with... No, I'm going with Stafford, honestly. I think that this passing attack versus the Jacksonville Jaguars today is going to be... It should be deadly. Should be very deadly. Terry McLaurin or Marquise Brown? Marquise Brown. Hawkinson or Goddard? Hawkinson. Sony or J-Rob? Sony. If Boston Scott plays, do you like him over Freiermuth and Jamaal Williams in full point PPR? Honestly, I would play I would go Freiermuth in full point PPR. Freiermuth is good for... He'll have a solid day today in full point PPR. Moreau or Knox? Foster Moreau. Connor or Barkley? Connor. Crowder or Hilton? I would go with Hilton. All right, I'm going to end this over on TikTok and reboot it. Reboot it. Is Austin Walter a stash? Is that the dude? I got to look him up real quick. Yeah, he's the Jets one, right? The Jets running back. I would say no. Like, you're gonna have what's his face come back here soon. Michael Carter should be back here soon. So I wouldn't stash him personally. And finally, it's Javonte time. Yes, Javonte Williams today. I hope Melvin Gordon comes back next week. That way people being selfish, all right? I mean, I have Javonte in a couple leagues, but I don't want to see... There's two guys that I don't want their price tags to go up, which they're probably going to go up today. Antonio Gibson is going to be one of them. He's going to drive his price tag up because you're going to see him without J.D. McKissick, and he should absolutely smash. The other one's going to be Javonte Williams. Without Melvin Gordon today, you should see how good Javonte Williams is going to be in the backfield by himself. And he should absolutely smash today too. So they're going to drive up their price tags for next year's draft. And it's going to be tough. Because listen, those guys next year need to be early, very early round draft picks. If obviously Melvin Gordon, he should be gone next year. And J.D. McKissick. Let's see. We got Landon with the $2 donation. Yo, appreciate you, Landon. We got Miles Sanders or David Montgomery. I would go with David Montgomery. Listen, I really want to be all in on Miles Sanders this week, but last week with the ankle injury, he tweaked it. He didn't play as much, was out on the sidelines trying to walk it out. So that's the only thing that's really holding me back from Miles Sanders. I would love to play Miles Sanders today, but with that, it just kind of has me not all in on Miles Sanders. I need my PSU boy, Muth, to be Muth. We are. Yo, he looks good. Pat Freiermuth has looked good. Him and Ben's got that. They got that connection too. I think Freiermuth will be solid today. Is Kyler 100% playing? What time is that game at? Is that game at 4? No, that game's at 1. Is Kyler's officially active, right? Can somebody let me know in chat? Is Kyler officially active? Hilton or Hardman? I would go with Hilton. Mike Evans or Deontay Johnson. Josh Allen or Derek Carr? I would go with Derek Carr. Javonte Williams, Damian Harris, David Montgomery. I would go David Montgomery and Javonte Williams. Kyler is active, yes. Kyler is officially active. New England or Rams D? I go with the Rams D. Also, Kyler, Russell Wilson, I would go with Kyler. Megan, I'd go Kyler. Dawson Knox or Dallas Goddard? Dawson did really well last week. Yeah, I would fire up Dawson Knox. What? Wentz over Allen? Why? Listen, okay, here's the... If there's a couple guys that I would... Obviously, any other week, Josh Allen for me would be an absolute, like, top 10 play, okay? And he's still borderline is. But tomorrow's weather is not good at all. Like, I don't care who it is. I don't care if it's, Tom Brady in 40-mile-an-hour winds with 50-mile-an-hour gusts. Like, that's not good weather to be playing football in as a quarterback, all right? Josh Allen still has that rushing upside 100%. But if I get Carson Wentz today, where with Carson, I feel like Carson's a very, very safe bet for 20-plus fantasy points today against the Houston Texans. And also Derek Carr today, who I feel like Derek Carr is also a very safe bet to get 20-plus fantasy points in a game against Washington. Obviously, Josh Allen has a higher ceiling, but in a game with very high wins against a really tough defense, a top-tier defense in New England, you already have a top-tier defense, and now you add on the weather. I just don't like that at all, to be honest with you. I don't feel great about that. Jared, we got Jared Van V with the $2 donation. Yo, appreciate you, Jared. Thank you very much. We got Hilton, Josh Reynolds, AJ Green, or Darius Slayton. Out of all of them, I'm going to go with TY. No, actually, man, that's tough. Is this PPR? All right, if it's full point PPR, I would go with AJ Green. And if it's standard scoring, I would probably go with Hilton, because I feel like Hilton, he usually beats up on Houston. So Hilton is a guy that I think could score a touchdown today. Hey, so you still go Sony Michel if James Robinson is active? Yes, I will. I would still go with Sony Michel. Tyler, is Eckler a top 10 non-fantasy? I'd have to sit down and actually think of the top 10 running backs. It's close. There's a lot of really good running backs. Should I eat more wings right now or save them until game time? Absolutely save them. TY Houston, yes. TY usually eats against Houston. Pick one to flex. Half point PPR. We got Patterson or Pittman. Michelle is available, but I need to drop Wilson or Waller. I would just go with Patterson. Megan, I would go with Patterson. There. I wouldn't drop Wilson or Waller, honestly. Sony or Sanders, I would go with Sony. Pittman or D-Hop, Pittman. Muth or Foster, Foster. Hilton or Hardman, Hilton. Logan Thomas or Pat Freiermuth, I would go with Logan Thomas. Sony Michel or CEH, Sony Michel. Michelle or Pittman? Michelle. Since Hurts is out, Big Ben, Jimmy G, or Minshew? Oh, no. Oh, no. I would go with Jimmy G. Oh, gosh. I don't feel good about any of them. Cross your fingers. CH, Elijah Mitchell, or Josh Jacobs. I would go with CH and Elijah Mitchell. Thomas or Gesicki. Gesicki. Miles Sanders or Gaskin. I would go with Gaskin, Patel. Start Javonte over Gibson or Connor. No, I wouldn't. It's really close. I might start him over James Conner. Like, those two guys are right next to each other in my rankings, but I would definitely be going Gibson. Anything on Henderson, I've got Sony and Henderson. Have not seen anything on Henderson. Well, last I saw is that he's not expected to play. Hasn't officially been ruled out, but not expected to play. I doubt he plays, so I would just go with Sony. Sony or CEH? Sony. Best tight end from waivers. It really depends on who's available. But if you have like a guy like Foster Moreau, doubt he's there if you're in a solid league. Foster Moreau would be the first guy. Honestly, next guy I would say is James O'Shaughnessy. I think that James O'Shaughnessy is in a really solid lineup. I got in an argument. The guy said he could name 10 RBs better than Eckler. He said JT, Henry, Mixon, CMC, Cook, Chubb, and then couldn't name any more. Yeah, I mean, I would say probably top 10. He's probably right there. I'd have to, like, really sit down and look at it. But he's probably right there. Definitely. Bucks or Patriots? I would go with the Bucks defense. Waddle or Chase? Chase. Brandon Cooks, Elijah Moore, or Sony Michel? Brandon Cooks, Elijah Moore, or Sony Michel? I would go with Sony Michel. And real quick, if you haven't already, do me a big favor, hit that like button, subscribe to the channel if you're not already subscribed. Really appreciate it if you're over on YouTube. And if you're over on TikTok, come on over to YouTube, get your questions answered. All you got to do is click on my profile, go to my link tree. My link tree will take you to my YouTube channel. So profile, link tree, YouTube channel, come on over, get your questions answered. And if you're over on YouTube right now, and you want to get your questions answered 100% of the time, the best way to get your questions answered 100% of the time, believe me, I try to answer everybody's questions. Sign up to be a member. All you got to do is type in !membership to pop up the link. The link will take you to sign up. Now, it's $2.99, which the price of a McDonald's cheeseburger, right? Although there's cheeseburger. Unless you get a double cheeseburger. Then it's like, so basically the price of a cheeseburger, right? You sign up to be a member. You get your questions answered 100% of the time. Every single Sunday, every single time I go live, you get priority in chat. As you can see, we got MK. We got MK in chat right there. He has a green name tag with a little badge next to his name. Morning, Tyler. Ingram hurt me bad. I have Kyler, Eckler, McLaurin, OBJ, Aiyuk, Christian Kirk, and Muth. I have D. Freeman on the bench. I would keep him on the bench. I would just roll with the starting lineup. You could definitely get it done still. Still get it done. So you sign up, you get your questions answered 100% of the time, just like him. MK, how you doing, MK? We got Sammy as well. Tough week against us. Okay, so you're going against Stafford, Barkley, Eckler, Allen, McLaurin, Kittle, Madison, and Lockett this week. Yeah, I think you can still do it. McLaurin should struggle. On paper, he should struggle. Barkley, has been hit or miss. Could struggle again this week. Miami's been playing really well. Lockett, very boomer bust. I love Madison and Eckler, though. Those are really guys that I do like, though. Sony or J-Rob? I would go Sony. Russell Gage or Elijah Moore? I would go with Elijah Moore. Deontay Johnson, Jamar Chase, Renfro, or Aiyuk? Sit one, I would go with Renfro. Playing against Aiyuk, never been more worried. Aiyuk is finally having some value here. It's 100% worth it, my guy. Thank you, MK. Appreciate it. Last minute change. Should I play Freiermuth or Higbee? I would go with Freiermuth. Lockett or Renfro? Lockett. Clyde or Miles Sanders? Clyde. Russell Wilson or Carr? Carr. Stafford or Murray? Stafford, honestly. I love Stafford this week. Monty, Renfro, or James Robinson? Monty. Ravens or Giants defense? I would go with the Ravens. Fantasy is all luck. People call my team trash when I can't control them. It pisses me off. I will say I saw an argument on Twitter the other day about this. People saying that it's luck, people saying that it's skill. And I'll definitely say that there is skill involved for sure, but there is definitely a lot of luck, especially when you're playing head to head. When you play head to head, you don't really control who you're playing against, and you could have a really solid week, and you just unfortunately play the highest scoring team that week. There's nothing that you could do about it. So there definitely is luck involved 100%, but there is a lot of skill involved as well. Being prepared, crushing the draft, playing free agency, the waiver wire period, all that kind of stuff comes into play, making good trades, putting yourself in a good position to win. Like, there's definitely skill involved, but there is a lot of luck, 100%. Jack Harold with a $5 donation. Yo, appreciate you, Jack. We got start 2, wide receiver, running back, and a flex. So 2 wide receiver, 2 running back, and a flex. We got Evans, Godwin, Jefferson, Chase, Elijah Mitchell, Eckler, or Madison. Sorry for the long question. No, you're good. All right, so I'm going Madison and Eckler for sure as my running backs. I'm going to go with Jefferson, and I'm going to go with Evans. And then for the flex, I'm going to go, honestly, I'm just going to go with Godwin there. I'm going to go with Godwin. So both the Tampa Bay wide receivers plus Jefferson and Eckler and Madison, Jack. And appreciate the $5 donation. Thank you very much. LaVisca or Corey Davis, I would go. Is Corey Davis officially active today? I would go with Corey Davis, though. Patterson versus the Bucks, thoughts? I mean, I like him in PPR, absolutely. I think that he'll be, solid in terms of his receiving ability this game. Cooks or Lockett? I would go with Lockett. Hey, Tyler, should I drop Mike Williams and pick up T. Higgins? Yeah, I would. I would do that. Yes, Corey Davis is active. Corey Davis is officially active, so that person that asked about him, LaVisca or Corey Davis, I would go with Corey Davis. And thank you, Clay. Pittman or D-Hop? D-Hop. Jamal Williams or Javonte Williams? Javonte Williams. Parker or Gage, full point PPR? I would go with Parker. The skill part is building your team. The luck part is if your players do good. I feel like I lost Mac. Yeah. No, I definitely like there's definitely skill involved, or there's definitely a lot of luck involved, especially when it comes to head to head. Absolutely, when it comes to head to head, there's a lot of luck involved, but there's also a lot of skill. But like you said, you can't control how your players do, and your players could have. There's been plenty of weeks where I put up, depending on what your scoring is, but in some of my leagues, 120 points is really high scoring, where 200 points is really high scoring. So I've had weeks where I've scored a lot of points, like the second most, like 130, 140, and I unfortunately play the highest scoring team. Like, that's all luck. There's nothing you can do there. Your team really performs well. There's other people in your league where you look around, somebody has 80 points, and they're playing a team that has 50 points. That's just the luck part of fantasy football, unfortunately, especially when it comes to head-to-head. I was just about to say that I have not had any of these spam accounts in my chat today. I was just about to say that, and there's one of them. My team was Josh Allen, Eckler. Yeah, there's not much you can do there. Murray versus Chicago or Stafford? I would go with Stafford today. Tyler, you have a virus or something? I don't know what's up with this. Kendrick Bourne or Russell Gage? Kendrick Bourne. Need 2. We got DK, Miles Sanders, Saquon. I would go with DK and Saquon. Mike Evans or Javonte Williams? I'm honestly going Javonte Williams. Mike Evans or Mike Williams or Devontae Smith? Devontae Smith. No, I would definitely go Pittsburgh. Pittman, D-Hop, bad weather conditions in Chicago, and D-Hop snaps limit. Did I say Pittman? Or did I say D-Hop? I'm sorry if I did. I definitely would say. Did I answer that question? Pittman is wide receiver. Where do I have Pittman? He's inside the top 10. He's wide receiver 9. D-Hop is wide receiver 16. So if I said D-Hop, I'm totally sorry. I must have just been flying through. Also can't control if a player unfortunately gets hurt. Yes. Yeah, you can't do that. And you just, once again, it's like betting on horse racing, right? Yeah, there's a favorite, but the other horse, that horse just doesn't do that good. The other horses outperform him. It's just what it is. You don't control that part of fantasy football. The skill part is putting yourself in a position to do well. And then it's in the player's hand. Okay, you put yourself in that position. There's definitely players that you should be drafting, definitely players that you should not be drafting. Of course, there's players that don't live up to their expectations, other players that exceed their expectations, and that's what the skill part comes into fantasy football, is trying to find that. And you can. Now, sometimes, who thought that Cordell Patterson was going to be anything relevant this season prior to the season? Nobody. There's definitely going to be those players, but who thought, Debo was going to outperform? A lot of people thought Debo was going to outperform. Who thought that Cooper Kupp was going to outperform? Who thought DeAndre Swift was going to outperform? There's a lot of people that thought that. There's a lot of indicators that would have said that. So that's where the skill part of fantasy football comes into play, is finding those players and putting yourself in a really good position. Who is looking like 1-1 next year? I would say Jonathan Taylor. I think if Jonathan Taylor stays healthy, it's really hard to not see Jonathan Taylor be 1-1. The better question is, who's 1-2? Who's 1-2 next year? I don't know who's going to be the second overall pick next year. Is it going to be Joe Mixon? Is it going to be Derrick Henry? Who is it going to be? Austin Eckler? I don't know who it's going to be. Luckily, I've been facing injuries. Only thing I can say, Luck Powell got that TD. Luckily, caught a pass last week, and Mac Jones popped off for the kick. Yeah. Sorry, I missed your answer. You said Stafford over Kyler. Yes, I would. I would go Stafford over Kyler. Mixon and Eckler 1, 2, and 3. I don't know. I feel like a lot of people are going to be in on Derrick Henry again. Corey Davis or Rashad Bateman? Corey Davis. I know Knox is great, but I feel like I have to start Goddard over him because of weather. Please talk me out of it. No, I hate to say it, but I'm kind of in the same boat. I hate to say it. That's why I've been saying, two guys that I'm going over Josh Allen this week are Carson Wentz and Derek Carr. It's just the weather tomorrow should be brutal. Like the biggest thing is the wind. The wind is awful. When you get up to like 20 plus, when you get to 20 plus, and especially if you get up to 30, that's just terrible. I don't care who you are. That's terrible to plan. Got Stafford, Eckler, Connor, Godwin, Mooney, Kittle, Jamal Williams, Arizona, and Carlson against Herbert, Montgomery, Taylor, Allen, Chase, Schultz, Bourne. How do you like my chances? I think that's pretty solid, Megan. I really like. Who's your other running back? Jamal. I like your running backs. I think the weakest link for them is going to be Bourne. Like, I think that's where you could get a big advantage on them. That's where you have a really big advantage. So I think that your chances are pretty good, Megan. Flex position, Galladay or Tevin Coleman? I would go with Tevin Coleman. Start Knox. Knox equals Allen's favorite target. He does. Stafford or Herbert? Stafford higher. I'm confident Josh Allen holding and starting him. I don't like Wentz because it might be a run heavy for the Colts. Yeah. I mean, it probably will be, but I also think that he'll be really good. He's been really good all season long, honestly. He's been really good. Really consistent, Carson Wentz has been. Goddard or Muth? Prior Muth. Trade cut for T. Higgins, Keenan, and Saquon. I need depth. Yeah, I think that's good. If you need depth, go for it. Elijah Moore or Devontae Parker? I would go Devontae Parker. And it's now the switching hour, people. Yo, it's now the switching hour where your wins become losses. And I forget what the other part is of what they say. But it's now the switching hour. We got an hour until game time. Set your lineups. Get the right guys in. Come on. Let's go. All right. Derek Carr, Lamar Jackson this week. Lamar Jackson. Cooks or Mooney? Cooks. How are people's trade deadlines not over yet? A lot of trade deadlines aren't over. A lot of trade deadlines go to the playoffs, which I honestly think it should do that. How do you feel about Devontae Freeman? Playable at flex? Yeah, he's playable. If you need somebody at flex, yeah. Sony Michel or Javonte? I would go with Javonte. Switching hours, subbing now. Let's get it. Yo, appreciate it, Julian. It's the switching hour. Let's get it. D. Smith, Cooks, Foster, Moreau. Pick 2. D. Smith, Cooks, Foster, Moreau. I would go both the wide receivers there, Hector. Sony Michel or Christian Kirk, Sony Michel. Rashad, or, yeah, no, that's Rashad Bateman. Rashad Bateman, Russell Gage, or Burkhead. I'd go Burkhead. Don't feel great about it, but he's going to see some volume, so let's get it, baby. How do you play IDP leagues? If so, Carlton Davis, Tyrann Mathieu, or Xavier Woods. I don't, honestly. I would just be totally guessing. So I'm sorry, Steve. Sorry to let you down, Steven. Should I pick up who's that? Sony Michel and drop AJ Brown and start him over James Robinson? No, I wouldn't. I would not drop AJ Brown. No. I wouldn't drop him. Sorry. Ben Tomlin, Sony Michel or Javonte? Javonte. Need Teddy Bridgewater to be decent. He should be decent today, I think. He was somebody that I was really contemplating picking up and starting in a couple of my leagues where I don't have Jalen Hurts. Miles Sanders or Jamal Williams? Jamal Williams. Pick 3, Jamar Chase, T. Higgins, Diggs, Odell, Devontae Smith. Boy, that's a lot. So, where's that question again? Oh, right there. So I would go Jamar Chase, Thielen, Diggs. Yeah, that's who I would go. Singletary, Jerry, Judy, Galladay, or Drake and Standard. Dylan, let's see. So we got Singletary, Jerry, Judy, Galladay, or Drake and Standard. I would go Jerry, Judy, Dylan. Bridgewater or Heineke? I have Hurts. Yeah, I'm going with Heineke. I picked Heineke over Bridgewater this week. And I have Hurts in a lot of my leagues. So I'm going with Heineke. You know, it's really close between both these guys. I do like Bridgewater, but I'm just going to go with Heineke. And Bridgewater got banged up last week, so that's kind of why going Heineke here. Brady or Lamar Jackson, please. Brady or Lamar Jackson? Brady or Lamar? I'm going with Brady. Yo, Julian. Said he was going to sub, he did sub. Let's get it, baby. Now, Julian gets questions answered 100% of the time. Ask your questions. You get your questions answered 100% of the time. If you want your questions answered, all you got to do is type in !membership. You sign up to be a member. It's as low as $2.99. You know, it helps out the channel, obviously, but it also helps out you, as you don't have to continue to copy and paste your answer or your question. You ask it one time, it gets questioned, you're done. Done. Thanks for that advice. Good luck, everyone. Good luck to you. If you already talked about it, my bad. How do you feel about AP on the Seahawks? Listen, I just think that AP is totally like gassed. I think he's, you know, not very good. But, you know, we'll see. Good amount of work. I think that officially, like, Alex Collins, I wouldn't drop him yet. Just make sure that, you know, AP gets through this game, see what exactly it looks like. But Alex Collins officially, you know, done now there. I would say DJ Dallas still has a role. I think he's going to be the pass catching back in this offense. So that's how I look at it. Yes, sir. Switch an hour. Okay. What are the windy games I should pull my wide receivers from? The only windy game today that I was looking at, I could be wrong. Somebody let me know in chat. But the one I was looking at today is just the Chicago game where it has like 20-mile-an-hour winds. And it's going to be rainy. That's the only one today that I've seen. Weather-wise, it doesn't look good. And then tomorrow, obviously, you have the Buffalo Bills and New England Patriots, which looks like absolutely awful weather over there. So today, and once again, let me know in chat. I could be totally wrong, but I think today's the only game that's of worry a little bit with the weather is the Chicago and Arizona game. And thank you for becoming a becoming a member. Appreciate it. Tyler went from teaching small children life skills to teaching adult fantasy football skill. Wait, how'd you know that, Jake? Who are you, Jake? How'd you know that? Or did I already say that before? Maybe I already said that. Unless you know me in real life. Then who are you? Who is you? Jake from State Farm. Let's see. Muth or Moreau? I would have to drop Hunter Henry. I would go with Foster Moreau. And I would drop Hunter Henry. That's fine. He has a bye week next week, too, I'm pretty sure, right? Doesn't New England have a bye week? I'm pretty sure they have a bye week next week. What about the Cincy game? I checked the weather. Somebody let me know. I checked the weather, though. The weather looked fine in the Cincy game. You talked about it last week. Okay. I did. I do remember saying I was like preschool. It's always interesting to see if anybody. I did see Austin Beauvais. I don't know if I know him, but I know Beauvais lives around me. I don't know if it's somebody I know or just a coincidence. Yo, everybody in chat. I would love to know this, okay? Now, obviously, you don't need to say the city that you're from or your address. I live on this address. But where's everybody from? Just states? If you want to say states, go ahead. If you want to put your city in, go ahead. If you don't want to put your city in, you don't feel comfortable, just put your state in. Where's everybody from? Let's see it in chat. Let's see where we got everybody. I'm going to start doing that at the beginning of every live stream, throughout the live stream. I want to see where everybody's from. All right. What about the Cincy game? Yeah, once again, I don't think the weather's bad. The last I saw is like 7-mile-an-hour winds. The highest is like 11. So I think it's going to be good. Albuquerque, New Mexico. Oh, Albuquerque. That's cool. Florida. Jacksonville. New York, baby. Hey. Upstate New York. We got California, the Bay Area. Ooh, Iowa. There we go. We got someone tuning in from Iowa. Los Angeles. Erie, PA. What? Nuh-uh. Who's John? John, who are you? I'm from Erie. No way. Do I know you, John? Who is John? Georgia, New Mexico, Toronto, Canada. We got Buffalo, New York. We got Nevada, Reno, South Texas. Will Metcalf bounce back? Okay, considering starting Golladay, from Cali, baby. I would go with DK. The only guy that I would kind of consider would be Golladay, especially with the wide receivers out. Change the quarterback. I think that's going to actually be good for him. But I would still go DK. Just the ceiling's too big there with him. I think that he's going to bounce back this week, though. Florida, Cali, Jersey, Houston, Philly, Texas, Wichita, Kansas. There we go. New York. Kirk Cousins or Murray? I would go with Murray. Swear, man. John, for real? You're from Erie, my guy? Dude, no way. Where'd you go to school, John? In Erie. I guess that's kind of personal. But that's pretty crazy. From Erie? What? That's awesome. That's cool. Falls Church, Virginia, originally from Delaware County, PA, outside of Philly. Falls Church. So why did you move from PA to Virginia? You got family or just a job there or what? We're in New Mexico. There you go. You got some people saying, whoa, you're from New Mexico too? There you go. Carr, Cousins, Burrow. I would go with Cousins. Sony Michel, Pittman, or Monty at flex. Sony Michel. Jamar Chase, Sony Michel, or Jamal Williams. Pick two. We got Jamar Chase, Sony Michel, or Jamal Williams. I would go with the two running backs there, honestly. Don't give specifics. Also, where'd you go to church, John? Tell us all, John. Yeah, I know. It's just pretty crazy that you went to Erie, though. You live in Erie. I mean, that's crazy when somebody lives at the same place. That's so weird. John, I never heard the name before, though, to be honest. John. I lived in Erie, went to Seneca High School. Dude, no way. My wife went there. For real? That's awesome. My gosh, that's crazy. That's craziness. Maybe I do know you. That's pretty insane. A dude from Erie is on my live stream, and I'm from Erie. That's pretty cool. Yo, shout out to everybody in chat. Everybody, we got people from Texas, we got people from Cali, we got people from New Mexico tuning in, we got Iowa, Kansas. That's what's up. Anybody from not in the States? Is there anybody that lives outside the country? Oh, no, we had someone from Toronto, Canada. Yeah, what's up from Canada? How are you not a Bills fan? Literally, it's like, for me, it goes from, got a teaching job down here. Oh, okay. Megan's a teacher. That's what's up, Megan. I was a teacher as well. But for me, it's like literally Erie's in the middle of Buffalo. You got Buffalo to my east. You got Cleveland to the west. And you got, it's like the middle point of Buffalo, Cleveland, and Pittsburgh. Buffalo, Cleveland, Pittsburgh. It's like the middle point of each one of them. So my dad was a Steelers fan, so I just basically grew up whatever my dad liked. He basically brainwashed every single team that I like. I live in Chicago. Rain, 12 to 17 mile an hour winds. Winds don't pick up till midnight. Still Murray over Stafford. No, I would go me personally, I would go Stafford. I like Stafford. Did I say Murray? I'm sorry if I said that. I would go Stafford because I just think that this week, the Los Angeles Rams should be like one of the highest scoring teams. Should not be one of the highest scoring teams. Should just have a lot of success through the air this. Komet or Moreau? Moreau. We can't see you. There's no pic or vid. You can't see me? Wait, for real? Can you see me or not? And we got Raider becoming a Steelers fan. Yo, we got Raider becoming a starter. Yo, what's up, Raider? Let's go Raiders. Yo, the Raiders gonna win today? I sure hope so. I sure hope so. Carr should have a good game. I have Carr. I graduated in 2002. I'm a Ravens fan. Okay, so that was a while. Okay. When did my wife graduate in like 2000? That's awesome, though. I'm going to have to ask her. Is that your actual full name, John? I'm going to have to ask her this show. I can see you on mine. I can see you. Okay, what's up, Tyler? Yo, what's up? We got Dom, Claypool, or Demon. I would go Demon. Aiyuk or Kirk? Aiyuk. Bourne or Mike Williams? Mike Williams. LaVisca or Galladay? Galladay. Do you think D-Hop has a full workload? I think that he's going to have close to it. It just depends on who else you have that you would start over him. But I do think that D-Hop is going to be solid this week. Just entered the membership. That's what's up, Raider. Welcome to the club, my guy. Welcome to the club. Now you can get your questions answered 100% of the time. And if anybody else wants to get their questions answered 100% of the time, best thing that you can do, sign up to be a member. Also, Super Chat's available as well. But sign up to be... Oh, hiccup. Sign up to be a member. It's as low as $2.99. You sign up to be a member. You get your questions answered 100% of the time. Since it's windy, do I bench Kyler in light of Wentz, Heineke, or Tua? I would still go Kyler. I do like Wentz a lot, but I would still go Kyler there. Gibson or Diggs? Gibson. Gesicki or Moreau? I'm honestly going Moreau. You think Mitchell takes this backfield for good? No, I don't. I think that he'll just get it this week until Darrell Henderson's healthy, and then it'll be Henderson back. Moreau or Dallas Goddard? Foster Moreau. Breida or Galladay? Galladay. Moreau or Conklin? Moreau. Sony Michel, Miles Sanders, or Van Jefferson? Pick two. I would go with Sony Michel and Miles Sanders. Who should I play? There we go. We got the Naked HD. Always in chat saying, hey guys, come check out my live stream. Oh, Seclan. Look at Seclan timing him out. And I haven't even seen Seclan talk yet. Right? Coming right in the chat, Seclan's timing people out. That's what's up, Seclan. Foster Moreau, Conklin, Foster Moreau. Who should I start? Javonte Williams, Miles Sanders, or Sony Michel? I would go Javonte Williams. Yeah, Wentz probably in a run-heavy game plan today. Yeah, well, I think that Wentz will be really solid for the first half, and I think that they should absolutely just beat up. But I do think that Wentz will have a really solid first half of football, probably like third quarter-ish, and then just the rest of the day run. Good morning. For all the starts you told me to start, if they bust today, I'm going to write you a letter, nothing except the word ratio. Yeah, but you don't know. I should set up a P.O. box so you could send me that, Clan. You could send me a letter in the P.O. box that just says ratio on it. Good luck to everybody this week. Good luck to you, Ryan. Jamar Chase or Jalen Waddle? Jamar Chase. Who should I start? Javonte Williams, Miles Sanders, or Sony Michel? Javonte Williams. Mooney or Michelle? I'm going with Michelle. Hollywood or Mike Williams? Hollywood. Montgomery or Mark Andrews? We go with Montgomery. Josh Allen or Cousins? Give me Kirk. Kirky boy. And real quick, if you haven't already, do me a big favor. Hit that like button. Subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. Really appreciate it. If you're over on TikTok, come on over to YouTube. Get your questions answered. All you got to do is click on my profile. Go to my link tree. My link tree would take you over to my YouTube channel. So profile, link tree, YouTube channel. Come on over and get your questions answered. And if you're over on TikTok, or if you're over on YouTube, as you can see, Clay signs up to be a member for 2 months. Yo, W's in chat for Clay. That's what's up, my guy. But if you want to get your questions answered 100% of the time, you ask it one time and you get your question answered, sign up to be a member. It's as low as $2.99. All you got to do is type in ! membership to sign up to be a member today. You sign up, you get your questions answered 100% of the time. What did you eat today so far, Tyler? I just ate eggs, honestly. I just ate eggs for breakfast. That was all I ate. All I ate today. And Clay with the $2 donation. Yo, appreciate you, brother. Appreciate you being a member as well. Thank you. We got Ozai. Yo, what's up? We got Seclan and Ozai waking up today. They're waking up. Are you guys, although Seclan, I think you're on the West Coast, aren't you? Not sure where Ozai is from. I don't remember. But Sony Michel or James Robinson. Robinson, I don't have faith in. I would go Sony Michel, Ozai. I really like him today, especially because I don't think Darrell Henderson's going to be out. I don't think he's been officially ruled out. I think that he's going to be out. I don't think he's officially been ruled out. So I like Sony Michel today, Ozai. And what's up, you two? How you two doing? And we got Demolition becoming a member, becoming a starter. That's what's up. W's in chat for Demolition. That's what's up, my guy. Getting this question answered 100% of the time. So, Tyler, all the reports I am seeing is that it's going to be an ugly-ass game in Buffalo, so I picked up Robbie Gould and benched Nick Folk. Do you approve of this, Gould? Yes, I do. I would definitely have done that, especially, like, the one I'm struggling with is going to be, like, Josh Allen and Stephon Diggs. But definitely the kicking game, I would be sitting 100%. Yes, I would be sitting them. I agree with that. Choose one. This is from Demolition. Choose one. We got one in RB, one flex. We got Jamal Williams, Myles Gaskin, Brandon Cooks, and Sony Michel. I would go with Sony Michel and Gaskin for my running back and flex. And appreciate you becoming a member, Demolition. Yo, shout out to you in chat. And we got Garrett with the $2 donation. We got Moreau, Knox, or Pat Freiermuth. And we got pick 2. We got Lockett, T. Higgins, OBJ. I'm going with Pat Freiermuth, or I'm going with jeez, I've said everyone but the one I want to play. I'm going with Foster Moreau today. With no Darren Waller, give me Foster Moreau, and Lockett, T. Higgins, OBJ. I'm going with OBJ. So Moreau and T. Higgins. Or gosh, Moreau and OBJ. My gosh. I'm in Phoenix. Oh, you're in Phoenix. I thought you were from LA. I thought you're well, I guess that's West Phoenix. Does that fall in Central Time, or is that on whatever the West Coast Pacific Time? Picked up Jay Williams today and dropped Dallas Goddard. Ooh, that's nice. Who? Which Williams? Javonte or Jamal? I mean, either one, it's fine. I'd start both of them today. Boston Scott or Jamar Jefferson today? Boston Scott. I would go with Boston Scott. Bills or Chiefs D? I would go with Bills D. Javonte Williams or Gaskin? Javonte Williams. Jamar Chase or Jalen Waddle? Jamar Chase. I really want to say Jalen Waddle, though. Pat or Hawkinson? Hawkinson. Foster or Hawk? Foster. Josh Jacobs or Jamal Williams? Josh Jacobs or Jamal Williams? Jacoby Myers, Claypool, or AP? I'm going to go with Claypool. For the, please help me. For the 2 million, you typed in the chat. What is that? 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. You typed in the chat 2 million times, Ron? Holy cow. I didn't know anybody could type in chat that many times. That's a lot. 2 million? For the 2,343,000. No, that's 23 million, isn't it? No. Okay, that's 100. Okay, so for the 2,343,112th time, please help me. What is your question? I have no idea why I kept Judy on my bench all year, so I was never going to drop Nick Folk to pick up Robbie Gould. But I'd rather have Folk, who is dropping 15 points a game, than Jerry Judy, who never broke 10. You dropped Jerry Judy for Robert Gould. That's funny. Appreciate all your help. Good luck today. Appreciate you signing up. Good luck to you as well. All right, so we got nearly 30 minutes. We're now really entering the switching hour, people. It is the switching hour, where wins become losses. You really need to get your lineups in. Yo, my guy, that Hillard pick won last week. Yo, that's what's up. I told you. I loved Hillard. He was a top 20 play. Now, obviously, he did have that long touchdown run, but hey, that's what it's all about, baby. CH or Sanders? CH. Josh Jacobs or Miles Sanders? Man. I really want to say Miles Sanders. If I knew that Miles Sanders was like completely healthy and he didn't have this ankle issue at all, if it was like a thing where was non-existent, I would say Miles Sanders, but I'm going to just say Josh Jacobs. I feel like it's a safer pick. So I'm going to say Josh Jacobs, but I would love to go Miles Sanders. You think any defense is better than the Bucs this week? I think Indianapolis. That's about it. Mike Williams, Beckham, or Elijah Moore? I would go with Odell Beckham. Burkhead or Coleman? I'm going with Coleman. Elijah Moore or Parker? I would go Parker. Who should I start? Tyler Lockett or T. Higgins? T. Higgins. Pick 2, Waddle, Diggs, Renfro. Waddle and Diggs. Aiyuk, Devontae, or MPJ? MPJ. Peoples Jones? No, that's not it. They have a bye week. I don't know who MPJ is. Who's MPJ? I can't think of MPJ. I gotta start Tevin Coleman, Breida, and Jerry Judy this week. Ugh. Yo, good luck there, Steven. I'm gonna make a business. I'm gonna ban everyone in chat, then sell questions at $1 a question to get it. Yo, that'd be quite the business there, Clan. That's smart. Josh Allen or Derek Carr? Honestly, I'm going Derek Carr. Thanks for all the help, brother. Good luck to you all today. Good luck to you, Jonathan. And yes, good luck to everybody today. Who is MPJ? I don't know who MPJ is. Can't think. Michael Pittman. Oh, okay. Michael Pittman Jr. All right, Michael Pittman. So what was the question? Okay, I would go Michael Pittman, Tim. Michael Pittman. Knox, Smith, or Gesicki at tight end? I'm going with Knox still. Garrett Whitley. Yo, with the $2 donation. Is it Whitley? Whitley? I'm terrible at pronunciation. I'm sorry, my guy. OBJ or Lockett paired with T. Higgins? I'm going with OBJ. I would go with OBJ. I know that he was a little bit banged up, but they said they fully expect him to play and be a big part of the offense today. So I'm going with OBJ today in what should be a really good matchup against the Jacksonville Jaguars. Try 427. Man, try 427. Moody, Jamal Williams, Elijah Mitchell, or Sony Michel? I would go with Sony Michel, Elijah Mitchell, and Jamal Williams. Sit Mooney. Bold predictions of the week. Steelers upset the Ravens. Hey, let's go! As the game is decided in the final 2 minutes, and Deontay has at least 27 points. Yo, I'm feeling okay about my Steelers today. I think that big Whitley. All right. I think I got it right? Whitley. I think that Big Ben coming out and basically saying he's done after this year is going to be extra motivation for this team to be like, let's win it for Ben. Let's win it for Ben. Although, watch Baltimore come out here and absolutely shit all over the Steelers. Yeah, that would be sad. If it gets to the point where it's looking like last week, I didn't even bother watching the second half. I was like, my God, this game is absolutely horrendous. If it gets that bad, I'm taking off my Steelers jersey. I'm gonna put on my Rams hat over there. Cheer for the Rams. Big decision, James Robinson or Rex Burkhead? I would go James Robinson still. I know that he's a little iffy. I think he's officially active. I would still play him over Rex Burkhead. This is a brutal matchup. Yeah, Rex Burkhead's going to be involved, but James Robinson could score a touchdown, which he has, throughout the season, even though this team has been pretty bad and he's been banged up, and have more points and that one touchdown than Rex Burkhead has the whole day. Go Raiders. The Raiders. Let's go Raiders. One last thing, man. My bad. Is Henderson for sure ruled out? I don't think he's for sure been ruled out, but they don't expect him to play. Oh, he is? He is officially ruled out? Okay. Yes, he is out from Adam Scheffler. Okay, Adam Scheffler officially ruling out Darrell Henderson. Baltimore is the team this year. I don't know. The Bengals look pretty good. The Bengals look pretty good right now. And the Bengals did beat up on Baltimore. The Bengals might be the team in that division. Do you like Boswell against Baltimore this week? Yo, Boswell, yeah. I mean, I like Boswell every single week. I know last week was bad because they only scored 10 points. But this team rarely scores touchdowns because they suck, as a Steelers fan. So, yeah, Boswell will kick a lot of field goals any given day. They could score, 12 points and it's all from field goals because this team is so atrocious. Thanks, homie. You rock, even though you're a Steelers fan. Yo, Steelers fans are where it's at, baby. Steelers fans are probably like the least obnoxious fans in the NFL. Hey, Dolphins or Chiefs? I would go Dolphins defense. OBJ or CEH? CEH. Jamar, Sony, if Hendo is a no-go. Full point PPR. I would go with Sony. Sony. And real quick, if you're over on TikTok, come on over to YouTube, get your questions answered. All you got to do is click on my profile, go to my link tree. My link tree will take you over to my YouTube channel. So profile, link tree, YouTube channel. Come on over, get your questions answered. And if you're over on YouTube and you want to get your questions answered 100% of the time, sign up to be a member. It's as low as $2.99. But you get your questions answered 100% of the time, especially during the playoffs. During the playoffs, you're going to really want to get your questions answered. And the best thing that you can do is sign up to be a member. You get them answered 100% of the time. Exclamation point membership to get your questions answered 100% of the time. Sign up to be a member. Good morning, bro. Yo, what's up, my guy? What's up, Devin? We got Rams D or Miami's D. Ooh, really tough. I'm going to go with Miami's defense. Been playing really well. Get a backup quarterback. You don't have Shepard. Tony playing today. Miami's been playing really well. Let me get it. I'm going to need 7 from you because you didn't give me any predictions last week. 7 bold predictions for today? I don't know if I could do 7. Texans aren't obvious. Texan fans aren't obnoxious. We're just depressed. No, I never hear from Texan fans. All right, so Clint. So bold predictions for today. You already know one of them. Steelers going to win against them Bengals. All right, Steelers going to win against them Bengals. In part 2, I guess that's 1. Number 2, Big Ben's going to look like vintage Ben today. Going to go out slinging that ball all over the field. He already came out and said that he's going to be done after the season. It's the Big Ben show. It's the Big Ben season from here on out. Big Ben goes out, and he's going to absolutely light it up. Let's take a look at a couple of these other games to give you some more. All right? I believe that the Bengals are going to stomp the Chargers once again. I think the Bengals look like a really complete team. Like, you talk about complete teams in the NFL, the Bengals got to be one of them. That they got, Joe Burrow, you got your wide receivers, Tyler Boyd. I mean, he's underappreciated, but he's a really good wide receiver. They've been running the football. The defense looks pretty legit here. I think the Bengals go out there and win convincingly against the Chargers. I think with Gardner Minshew playing today, them Jets are going to be real close to the Philadelphia Eagles. The Jets are going to put up a game, and Zach Wilson today is going to look pretty okay. Much better than what he has been looking. Is that 4? 4 or 5 now? Steelers 2 in that game. 1 in that game. 1, so that's 4. And my 5th one. I don't know what my 5th one's going to be. I don't know if this is bold, but I just think Seattle gets on board today. I think Seattle comes back. Steelers aren't playing the Bengals, you ding dong. No, I'm not saying the Bengals. I'm saying they beat the Ravens. I mean the Ravens. I mean the Bengals convincingly win against the Los Angeles Chargers today. That's what I think. No, you're the ding dong, Siklan. Who do you like the clan? I forget who your favorite. Do I even know who your favorite team is? Have you ever said your favorite team? Aiyuk or Brandon Cooks? I would go with Aiyuk. Aiyuk or Pittman, wide receiver 2, Pittman. And we got William becoming an all-pro. Yo, what's up, William? Becoming an all-pro, getting his questions answered 100% of the time. Go ahead and ask it. You shall see. First day of many matchups for Burrow and Herbert today. The new Brady Manning. Ooh, that would be... Ooh, I like that. I like that. Brady Manning, I like that. That is going to be an exciting matchup. I'm excited to watch. I think there's going to be a lot of good games today. I'm excited for football today. Like last week, it was kind of like meh, because I knew the Steelers were going to get blown out. But I think today's going to be a good day of football. I'm excited. Best thing I've done all day is sign up to be a member. Thanks for all the info. I just benched Josh Allen for Derek Carr. I'm rolling with you. And you're rolling with Derek Carr because you're a Raiders fan. Let's be for real. You love Derek Carr, which Derek Carr has been really good this year. Derek Carr, that's why I'm hoping the Raiders are like, yo, we want to rebuild Derek Carr to Pittsburgh. Yeah, let's go. Come on, we want Derek Carr. Pittsburgh, come on, please, Derek Carr. Now, yo, William becoming Mark Andrews or Montgomery in the flex. I would go with Montgomery. Me personally, I like playing running backs more than I would play like wide receivers or like bell cow running backs over wide receivers or tight ends in the flex. So I'd rather go with Montgomery just because you have that rushing upside mixed in with the passing upside as well. So I would go with Montgomery. Joseph, we got CEH or Devontae Smith at flex. I would go with CEH. If Jalen Hurts was playing today, it'd be close, but I would still go. I would still go CEH. I don't have a favorite team. I only root for my fantasy players, but I'm in Phoenix, so I'd have to like the Cardinals. What a bandwagon jumper you are, Seclan. Of course, the Cardinals are good, and now you're a Cardinals fan. Hey, Tyler, is it a coincidence that I moved from Phoenix earlier this year, and the Phoenix Suns and Arizona Cardinals are the number one teams in the sport? Not going to say it, but yeah, that's all me. You're welcome. Do you go to any of the games, Seclan? You should go to the game. I was from PA, Tyler, but me and Bill Cower decided it was best to go to Texas because them boys. Cower is secretly a Cowboys fan, by the way. Yeah, but Cower led the Steelers to the Super Bowl in the time frame that the Cowboys have not won a playoff game. So what does that say? Maybe you were the bad luck charm for PA. So maybe Cower should be thanking you for moving down to Texas. That way the Steelers could win a Super Bowl and the Cowboys endure their playoff list win droughts. Just thought. Actually, did they win a playoff game with Dak? I don't even remember. Mike Williams or Jamal Williams? Jamal Williams. Miles Sanders or David Montgomery? David Montgomery. Yeah, they did win, right? Did they lose? Can't remember. Should I start Kyler or Carr? Kyler. Flex Devontae Parker or Tevin Coleman? Devontae Parker. And if you're over on TikTok, make sure to hit that follow button. I'm gonna end the live stream over there and reboot it. The Raiders. Yo, hey Tyler. Oops, I kicked a little light thingy, my bobber. Hey Tyler, should I pick up Chase Claypool? Oh, he's garbage. I wouldn't pick him up. That's all Chase Claypool does. That's the best thing he knows is being dropped. That's all that guy does. Drop pass after drop pass, and he falls on the ground. Literally, drop pass, falls on the ground. Goes to try to catch a ball, falls on the ground. Hits him in the hands, falls on the ground. Goes to try to catch the ball in the back of the end zone, gets touched a little bit, falls to the ground, looks up at the ref like, what? That's all Chase Claypool does. He falls, no matter what. That's all he does. He falls. That's all that guy does. Why even have 2 feet? You don't stand up. Might as well just sit down. That's all he does. He falls on the ground every single play. Every single play, Chase Claypool's on the ground. I don't understand why. I had DeAndre Swift. He's obviously out. Got Madison on waivers. Ooh, that's beautiful. Madison's going to be an absolute stud play this week. He's going to be so good. I have missed your answer. I may have missed your answer. What are your thoughts on stashing AP? A waste of a spot? No, I don't think it's a waste of a spot. Because if we go out today and we see that he's the true bell cow in this offense, I think this offense gets going here. I just think it's way too talented to not get going. And if he's going to be like a bell cow-ish on this offense, I don't think that AP is very good. At this point in his career, he's really done. But volume's volume, and if he's going to see some volume, absolutely. So I think he's worth a stash spot, absolutely. 6-game parlay, all money lines. Ooh, let's get it, Zeke. So we got Bucks, Vikings, Colts, Cardinals, Giants. Ooh, you think the Giants are going to beat the Dolphins, huh? The Chargers. We hitting or what? I don't know. I like Miami, and I like the Bengals, but we'll have to see. We need some upset todays, and you got some upsets, so maybe those are the upset picks, Zeke. Good luck to you. Pitts or Knox? I'm going with, I would go with Knox still. Actually, I'm going with Pitts. All right, so I'm going to end this TikTok live stream and then go live over TikTok again. And we're going to get it here. We got about 20 minutes till game time. So we got to get in these last minute questions, last minute answers here. And let's get it. All right. So go live. All right. Burkhead or Hawkinson in the flex. Missed your answer last time. I would go with Hawkinson there, Kyle. I would go with Hawkinson. Bucker or Joseph? I'm going with Bucker. Did you see the fake TD slide from the Pickett yesterday? Go Pitt. No, I did not. I heard about it, though. I should go watch it. Man, did they win? Did Pitt win? I'm assuming they won. Last I saw, it was tied. I didn't actually watch. But man, I'm really hoping the Steelers don't freaking draft him. I'm sorry. You know, from what I've seen, he looks pretty good, but I just really hope the Steelers don't draft him in the first. My gosh. Which I definitely think that Pickett's playing into the first round. I think that he has played himself in the first round. So I think he's going to go in the first round. I really hope the Steelers don't draft him though in the first round. My dog's barking. I got to ignore the Cowboys slander. I'm pretty sure we won one game in that span of time. But what is your upset pick? I'm up one. You are up one. I don't know. Somebody might be here. I don't know who's here. My upset pick. I'm already going with the Steelers, baby. I'm going with the Steelers until they finally win a game. An upset pick. So I'm going with the Steelers. Who are you going with, Ozai? They won. Yes, that's what I thought. I thought they won. They beat. Man, hold on. I gotta go. Lucille, hey. My dog barks at literally anything that walks. A paper bag. All right, so let's get to answer some of these questions. Drink my water. All right. We got the witching hour, baby. The switching hour, where your wins become losses. Let's get it. All right. Pick 2, we got Chase, Higgins, Renfro, Devontae Smith. Pick 2, I would go with Chase and Higgins. I would go with both Bengals wide receivers. Jacob, CEH, or Lockett at flex. I'm going with CEH. Wentz or Burrow? Wentz. Elijah Moore or Jerry Jeudy? Jerry Jeudy. What? Okay, go ahead. You think Deontay Johnson has a big game today? I do. I think that he's going to be solid today. Tough matchup for Bengals. That's why I asked. It is a tough matchup. It certainly is. But I'm still going to roll with them. Just way too good. Nick Folk or Joseph? I would go with Joseph. Jacob, CH or Lockett? CEH. Do I start Cordell Patterson over Godwin or Thielen? Or Godwin or Keenan? I have Gibson, Javonte, and Madison as my running backs. No, I wouldn't. I would just keep it as is, honestly. Please help me start. We got Elijah Moore, Lockett, Marquise Brown, Rams D, or Pats D. I would go with Lockett and Marquise Brown, and I would go with the Rams D. Dude, why is my dog... Lucille! Shut up. My gosh. Dogs sometimes. You feel me? Tyler, as a resident Steelers, ding dong. Ding dong. What happened to the Steelers offensive line? They were touted as the number 1 for like 5 straight years, and then Pouncey brothers left, and it all tanked. Just got old. Honestly, they got old, and they didn't do a good job of replacing them with younger players. They thought that, like Zach Banner was going to be something. He ended up not being very good. They just didn't replace him, and they got too old, and unfortunately, that's what happened. So D-Hop is active. However, he was not present for team's official warm-ups this week. Ooh. I don't like that. Cooks or Devontae Smith? Oh, with this news, I'm going to go with Brandon Cooks. Starter sit Bills defense. I would start him. I think they're a solid start. D-Hop or OBJ or Smitty? OBJ. Monty or J-Rob and DK. What was that one? Monty or J-Rob? I would go with Monty and what was the other one? DK or Aiyuk? Aiyuk. Hey, we got a $5 donation from Ronnie. Yo, Ronnie, what's up? Hello there. Hello there. With J-Rob or with Jay Hurts out, what do you think about Dallas Goddard, or should I replace him with Logan Thomas? Yeah, I would go with Logan Thomas personally with him out. Now, Dallas Goddard could have a solid day with Minshew. I don't think that Minshew is really that bad of a quarterback, and I honestly think he's probably just as good as Jalen Hurts in terms of his passing ability. Probably close. So I don't think it's that bad. But with the uncertainty there, Logan Thomas actually looked pretty solid last week, and what should be, I think, a higher scoring game this Washington-Las Vegas game, I would go with Logan Thomas. We just misses you. He just misses you. It's annoying. I can hear it. It distracts me because shut up, dog. Starters Eckler, Madison, and Montgomery and my flex on my bench. I have CEH and Williams. Do I leave the backs as they are? Yes, I would. Really solid. Jacobs or Sanders? I would go with Jacobs. Sony Michelle or CEH? Sony Michelle. DK, Mooney, and Michelle. Pick two. DK and Michelle. Noah Fant or Zach Ertz? Zach Ertz. Sony, CH, Terry, pick one. Sony, I would go Sony. Josh Jacobs, Sanders. Listen, I'm going to change this. Okay? Because I was really big on Miles Sanders last week, and it didn't work out. That's why I'm a little hesitant this week. But you know what? Trust the process. The process says start Miles Sanders. I'm starting Miles Sanders. Yo, we got Austin. Hey, man, I'm back. Hope your Sunday is good. Yo, what's up, Austin? Hope your Sunday is good. You know the deal with Josh Jacobs. I woke up the notification saying he's out as late as he's expected to play. Yeah, so last I saw, he's expected to play. I don't even know what exactly. Was it an illness with him too, or is it something else? But he is expected to play. Let me see. What was the injury? I don't even remember what it was. Because there's been like 3 players with this illness. No, he got ankle. Okay, seems likely. Yeah, if you don't have, who else would you start over him, Austin? If there's nobody else that's good that you would start over him, I would just fire him up. But if you have somebody else, it's okay. Yeah, we got Austin. If you guys haven't already, go check out Austin's channel. As you can see, his name's a little bit different because he's got a lot of subscribers over on YouTube. So go check out his channel. I'm not even going to try to say the last name because I'll butcher it, but go check out his channel. Is Darrell Henderson to start? No, I would not be starting. I would not play Darrell Henderson today. I don't think Darrell Henderson's going to play. Sony or Terry? Sony. For that reason, because I don't think Darrell Henderson's going to play. Sony or CEH? Sony, Michelle. Yeah, so Jacobs got 2 limited practices this week. Thursday and Friday, so he should be good to go. He tweaked his ankle on Wednesday, so he should be all right. But once again, one of those things where if you have a better option, I would go with better option. Gaskin, D-Hop, or Renfro, I would go with Gaskin. Is it confirmed Henderson won't play? Because I don't know whether to start. I don't think, or some people in chat have been saying that okay, I need this for sure. I'm going to look it up. Apparently from Adam Scheffler, people said that Darrell Henderson was officially ruled out. So I'm going to take their word for it. They said that Darrell Henderson was ruled out. Here, let me pull up a tweet from Adam Scheffler. Let me see. Check this out right now. I don't see anything, but I think it's like he's expected to not play. I don't think he's officially out. It's him or Rex Burkhead. Who could get a big workload with Johnson out? Yes, he could. I would still go with Josh Jacobs, even if he's not, 100%. Like, I still think that he would be a better play because he'll still get work around the goal line. Where I think this game could be a decently high scoring game. What is the over under? 48, which is probably one of the highest score. Yeah, it's one of the highest scoring games of the slate. So in a game where there should be a decent amount of points scored, and he has a chance at a red zone carry, and if he falls into the end zone, like that right there is probably going to outscore Rex Burkhead, who will still get a solid workload, but will probably have, 20 some touches for maybe 70 yards, probably likely 60 yards. So in that one carry, Josh Jacobs could outscore Rex Burkhead from that one. So I would go with Josh Jacobs there. Mixon about to have the game of his life. Mixon should be really solid. Are you going to go live this afternoon after the game and then go live before Sunday Night Football like how you used to when you initial thoughts on the afternoon games? I'll probably go live before the game tonight to kind of recap this. Lucille, I'll probably go live later tonight though, man, to recap this weekend. Unless the Steelers lose, then you probably won't hear. Lucille says to pick the Broncos to beat the Chiefs and more milk bones. She does need some more milk bones. How did you know that? Are you creeping on my house, dude? No. She does need more milk bones. I think they only have like 2. Oh, cool. Okay, cool. Thanks. Everyone sub here as well. Yeah, go check out Austin's channel. Everyone go check it out. And appreciate you, Austin, for stopping by again. Let's see. Full point PPR. We got Damian Harris or T.Y. Hilton. I would go with Damian Harris. OBJ or Hopkins. OBJ. What's up, man? Yo, what up, Reverse? Beasley or Coleman in the flex, asking for a friend. I would go with Coleman. What do you think about Kendrick Bourne better than Christian Kirk? No, I would go with Christian Kirk just because this game looks really bad on Monday night. Bro, this is urgent. Barkley or Sony Michel? Sony Michel, I would go Sony Michel. I would go with Sony Michel. I really don't think I don't think Henderson's going to play this week. Hopkins or Pittman? Pittman. Pick 3, Elijah Mitchell, Madison, Najee, Barkley. I would sit Barkley, play the rest. Aaron, real quick, if you haven't already, do me a big favor. Hit that like button. Subscribe if you're over on YouTube. And if you're over on TikTok, come on over to YouTube. Get your questions answered. All you got to do is click on my profile. Go to my link tree. My link tree will take you over to my YouTube channel. So come on over. Get your questions answered. Once again, all you got to do is click on my profile. Go to my link tree. That's in my description. My link tree will take you over to my YouTube channel. So come on over. Get your questions answered. And if you're over on YouTube right now and you are trying to get your questions answered, believe me, I'm trying to answer everybody's questions. But you want to guarantee it 100%, especially with the playoffs coming up, the fantasy playoffs. Going to be busy. It was busy last year with a lot of people asking their questions. So you want your fantasy football questions answered 100% of the time. Exclamation point membership to sign up as low as $2.99, and you get your questions answered 100% of the time. As you can see from Reverse, we got Ryan, we got MK in chat right now. These guys are going to get their questions answered 100% of the time. So I'm going to go up because I may have missed someone up there. So Beasley, no, I already got that one. Fox pregame show saying is expected to be available, but not the featured back. Ooh, okay. Yeah, I really don't think Henderson's going to play much. I would still feel good about playing Sony Michel. Renfro, Mike Williams, or Elijah Moore at flex. I would go with one of them. I would go with Renfro. Bateman or Elijah Moore. I would go with Elijah Moore. I know Wilson has not been that great, but I'm still going to go with Elijah Moore there. Moreau or Muth. Moreau, 10 more minutes and I eat wings. That sounds delicious, right? Honestly, it sounds good. If you don't mind me asking, how many years have you been streaming? Really, this is, I think my first full year was this year. Was this last year? Like, I would say it's been about a year now. It's been about a year is how long I've been streaming for. Will Gaskins do good? He should, yes. Kyle Pitts or James Robinson? James Robinson. DK or D-Hop? Keep up the good work. Yo, appreciate you. I would go with D-Hop. I'm going with D-Hop. And appreciate the $2 donation from IQ Shots. Appreciate the $2 donation. And we got Chang signing up to be a starter. Yo, look at that. He asked his question right away. T. Higgins or Devontae Smith. Right away, he gets an answer. T. Higgins. It is close. I did have Devontae Smith higher in my rankings prior to Jalen Hurts being ruled out. I don't think it's going to be as bad honestly, with Minshew as the quarterback, but I would just go with T. Higgins here and appreciate you signing up to be a member. Jay Glazer from Fox also saying D-Hop is a full go. D-Hop a full go. Lucille. Gosh, that dog. Who is a sleeper RB? A deep sleeper RB. Like what qualifies as a deep sleeper? I'm assuming Rex Burkhead, Boston Scott are deep sleepers. Like those don't qualify, right? Tyler, can you let me know what your social security number is, your favorite credit card? Just gonna make sure your information is being. Yeah, I'll tell you. I'll tell you right now. Let me look at it. Psych. Mooney or DK? DK. Burr or Murray? Murray. Freeman, a sleeper running back. Freeman, yeah, I would say. Although he even is starting, so does that qualify? I'm looking like if you're talking about a guy that's like 1% rostered, right? That nobody is thinking of. All right, that could be a sleeper this week. I would say a guy like let me look at this. I want to make sure that let me see here. I'm gonna give you a sleeper, okay? Here's a sleeper running back. Mike Boone. There you go, Mike Boone. That's who I thought it was. Mike Boone. You need a sleeper running back. Now that's what I'm talking about. A real sleeper there. Mike Boone. And we got Josh becoming a member. Yo, what's up, Josh? Becoming a member. Thank you, Josh, for becoming a member. Get your questions answered 100% of the time. Megan, gonna head out. Tyler, thank you for all your advice. Good luck to everyone in their matchups this week, and let's go Birds. Hoping Minshew takes off in New Jersey today. Let's go Birds. I'm rooting for him. I like Minshew. And see you, Megan. Thank you for hanging out. Appreciate you, Megan. We got Josh becoming a member. Yo, what's up, Josh? We got Jamar Jefferson. Yes, that is another one. Jamar Jefferson for the Lions. That's a solid sleeper as well, Julian. I do like that one. Elijah Mitchell or James Conner? Honestly, I would go with James Conner. I think James Conner's going to have a really solid game. Let's see. Kirk or Gage? I would go with Kirk. Deep sleeper in a 14-team, 2 flex. Top guy available is Mike Boone. Yes, exactly. Hey, I said it too. Mike Boone. I would go with Mike Boone. I think that Mike Boone's going to be involved in this offense. I think that Javonte Williams is going to be a really, really good play today. But I still think that Mike Boone will be involved a little bit. I should make the meme where the dude has a hard time pressing one of the buttons, and one choice Steelers win Tyler streams, and the second is Steelers lose and more. That would be a good one. Listen, if the Steelers get blown out, I would not be happy. If the Steelers lose in a close game, I'd be like, okay, at least they improved from last week. At least this team has not completely gave up yet. But if they absolutely blown out, I'm sitting here and I'm like, well, Big Ben just said that he's done this year. This team came out flat once again. Yeah, this team is done. Stick a fork in them. It's over. It's over. Thanks for the help. Good luck today. Thank you. Thank you for becoming a member, and good luck to you as well. Breida Monday or Jamar Jefferson today? Honestly, I'm going to go with Breida. I would go with Breida just because a better offense. And once again, I've talked about this a lot, but the weather there, it's going to be terrible. So I think this team's going to focus. The teams are going to focus on running the football. So Breida, I think, is going to be solid then. Would you start D-Jack over Jerry Jeudy this week? Only way I would start D-Jack over Jerry Jeudy, if you're like, if you're down big already, you're just looking for the ultimate boom play, is the only way I'm going D-Jack, because D-Jack could, have, 2 60-yard touchdowns. Would anybody be that surprised? He has 2 catches for 2 60-yard touchdowns. Like, D-Jack is the ultimate boom or bust player. So if you're like, my gosh, I just need somebody out here that could maybe score, 30 points, I would say D-Jack, just in that rare circumstance where you're like, I need to make the playoffs. I'm already down. Let's fire up. Let me give somebody that could absolutely smash. That's the only way I'm going with them. Otherwise, I'm going with Jerry Jeudy. Gesicki or Kmet? I would go with Gesicki. Boston Scott or Burkhead? I'm going with Boston Scott. I think Boston Scott's going to be involved in this offense. Higbee or Henry? I would go with Higbee. Knox or Kittle? Kittle. Rock out with the $2 donation. We got Vikings or Bengals defense. I would go with the Vikings defense, and appreciate the $2 donation from Rock Out. Once again, real quick, if you're ever on TikTok, come on over to YouTube, get your questions answered. All you got to do is click on my profile, go to my link tree. My link tree will take over to my YouTube channel. Come on over, get your questions answered. If you're over on YouTube right now, you want your questions answered 100% of the time, sign up to be a member. It's as low as $2.99. Exclamation point membership. It's what you type in the chat. exclamation point membership to sign up to be a member. It'll pop up a link. Click on the link. It'll take you. Red zone. Let's go. Let's go. We got 3 minutes. Please hurry, Tyler. Monty or Mitchell? Sony Michel. I would go Sony Michel. T. Higgins or Gaskin? I would go with Gaskin. Saquon or Madison? Madison. I'm playing Lenny, Mitchell, and Michael. Sony Michel over Saquon and Robinson. Thoughts? Hey, I mean, I'd do it. Go do it. Yo, Julian with the $5 donation. Have a great Sunday, my guy. It was a blast hanging on stream today. Yo, appreciate you, Julian. Thank you for the donation. Honestly, it means a lot. Thank you for signing up to be a member. Thank you a lot. Really appreciate it. And thank you to everybody here. You know, I appreciate everybody hanging out, being part of the stream. You know, trusting me for your fantasy football advice. Means a lot. Thank you very much to everybody. Murray or Wentz? I would go with Murray. Jamal Williams or Sony? I would go with Sony. Van Jefferson or Russell Gage? Van Jefferson, Hopkins or Pittman? Pittman. Please help. Need a flex. Starting Saquon and Javonte. Should I flex Miles Sanders, Saquon, or Sony Michel? Sony Michel. I would go. Should I start someone in place? No, I would go with Sony Michel. Put him in the flex. Why so high on Michel? Because I don't really think Henderson's going to play. And I think that Sony Michel, we've already seen Sony Michel where he's seeing a large workload and plays on one of the best offenses in the league that's now favored by 14 points. Sorry, Boston Scott or Kenyon Drake, Boston Scott. Odell or Chase? Marquise Brown or Renfro? Marquise Brown. As always, thanks for all the advice and good luck to everyone today. Thank you, Clay. Good luck to you as well, my brother. Jerry Judy or Parker? Jerry Judy. Thanks, man. I'm the champion from last year. Let's get it, Jonathan. Champion this year, too. Marquise Brown or Renfro? Marquise Brown. Start 2. Aiyuk, Terry, Thielen, half-point PPR, and why? Aiyuk and Thielen. And why? Because Terry right now plays against the Las Vegas Raiders, who've been very tough and have only allowed 2 wide receivers to go over the 100-yard mark this year against them. So that's why. Who will be undefeated after this week? Me or Ozai? Probably Ozai. Who's going to be defeated after this week? Me or anybody else? Marquise Brown or Renfro? Marquise Brown. Marquise Brown. Let's get it, people. Let's get it.